Hey, look, sorry about that, guys. Really, in all seriousness, sorry about that. Can you find the right one, though? I'll talk till you find the right one, though. It's still cool to play the song.
What did you want?
Oh, the one we play every week.
That was it.
No.
Not on Wednesdays, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Little Pantera action for you.
Oh,
I'm sorry, metal fans.
I'm
Greg didn't mean to do this to you on purpose. So
that's totally my bad.
that's all right, man. We'll get there. That's why it's called Off the Rails.
There you go.
That's it right there.
That's the flavor.
I actually was looking at logos for us today.
Nice.
Is it louder? Can you make it louder? Playing a banjo right here. And the mics are still on, aren't they?
They
Mike's
are.
Oh, come on! Good evening, everybody. It's 10:31 at night. I hope you know where your children are. Hopefully they're not by a computer listening to this show. Well, maybe they wish they were, though. You know what, to be honest with you, I do wish that the children were there. I mean, if I knew that more children are there, then it might curb the language a little bit. And like I said, we'll go the first half hour. We ain't going to curse. We ain't going to do anything so the kids can, listen to it before they, before they go to bed. It's like reading them a nice little Liberty story,
But this is off the rails. It's not supposed to
It's
be
not
politically
even, like,
oriented.
politically-
Not that we're not going to talk about it
'Cause
because
we
you
totally
can't get
are.
the three of us.
Well, let's just
together
say
and
it's a
not
little
talk
kid.
about
Well,
politics.
here's the thing, though. We'll take it from a good take. We 2 minutes before we went on air, we actually went right into what the first thing's going to be. We didn't even talk about it, and we were already on the same page, all three of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay.
because there was just some ridiculous stuff going on today.
Yeah.
I mean, this week.
Shut down, everything. You know what? Here's the thing, though. This is what I take overall from the shutdown. Greg, you talked about this before. Like, they're doing everything they can to try to make a shutdown as publicly hurtful as possible.
But they're just being stupid
But they're just
about
being,
it.
like, they're being jerks about it. I would say a
They're
different
being
word.
dicks.
They're
They're being dicks. Sorry. They're being
It's
dicks.
10:30. I mean,
Here's
kids
the
are in
thing.
bed.
It took you more people to block off the sidewalk monument that you guys were blocking off for the vets going in there. That's what it did. It took you more people to try to block it away. It didn't require any work. You could have left it alone for a week.
It's a sidewalk.
It's an open air monument. They could have left it alone, and nobody would have had a problem. Everybody could have gone and visited.
Right.
They had to go out there and put gates up.
There's-
They had to spend money and buy gates,
Right.
and spend money on manpower to go put gates up to stop people from. Why not just let them tend
I've been
the park?
at this
If
monument.
you didn't have the money, then don't do it.
I've been at this monument several times, and there's never employees there because it's literally like a sidewalk. You go, and it's just a little walkway. This is, I mean, it's a walkway with some statues. And, and it's a cool walkway, but it's a walkway. I've never once seen an employee there. And in fact, I've looked at reports, and there is no employees that are dedicated to this monument. So they actually had to call in park police to enforce a shutdown of a monument that never has anyone watching it anyways.
Hold on. And the Army Navy game or the Army is it Army Air Force game? Yeah, the
Yeah.
Army Air Force game. They're canceling the game, right? Look, those colleges make money.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not making money in the stadium. It's going to cost them money.
Well,
Like, they're stupid, and they're doing. The thing is, they do it on purpose. Like, they do it to create a scene in the media.
Well, they're shutting down all the government except for the killy parts. The parts where they're dropping bombs, and the parts where the CIA assets are over there in Syria. Working with the guys that hate us and Syria and destabilizing the whole thing. Just weaving these tangled webs that they like to weave, and all that's happening. They're still logging our cell phone calls. They're still logging our texts.
Yeah, they're still getting paid.
They're still getting paid, but we're going to shut down the Smithsonian. We're going to shut down the parks. We're going to stop the football game, and just make this a publicly painful
PR
process
nightmare.
for everybody. Yeah,
Because nobody. Here's the thing: if you didn't put some media cameras in front of the Washington Monument, it's like you did it on purpose.
And
Like, you had to go out of your way to do this shit.
they did.
these monuments are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They never close. So, in the middle of the night when there's no park police around, these monuments are generally open. There's no reason to shut them down. But in this whole shutdown, the only things that are really actually shut down are national monuments, national parks and forests, and then research on what they call non-essential items, which one of that was the shrimp running on treadmills. That has now been shut down. There's no more research on shrimp running on treadmills. And also something about bull semen isn't being researched right now.
Look, don't get me wrong.
Well, ain't that a shame?
Here's the thing, and I'm sorry, will you finish or no? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
There's like 800,000 jobs that are furloughed because of this thing. And, I mean, look, anytime anybody loses their job or something like this happens, I mean, I feel bad for the person, but here's the thing. Welcome to the real world. This is only the beginning of things that are unsustainable up in Washington, D.C. This ain't the first time, and this ain't the last time that you're going to have furloughs. And you know why? Because these guys are starting to realize that they're broke, and things are trying to be fixed. And, look, somebody's going to have to start losing their dang jobs anyway. I'm sorry to say it. Look, there's a lot of people that lost their jobs. There was 13 million. How many people, Danielle, lost their jobs?
What?
During the recession. Like, what was the total job loss? You said a number to me earlier tonight.
I don't remember that.
Millions of people lost their job. I lost my job during the recession, and millions of people lost their job then, and it was used as a political football.
Yeah.
Now they're making just a few 100,000 people lose their job, and they're making it a political football.
And they're just getting furloughed.
They're just they're just getting furloughed. That's the thing. They didn't lose their job. They're still going to have a job when all this is resolved, because it's going to be resolved eventually somehow. But
yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a solution that we like personally, but
no, we're not going to be happy with it.
Well, who still gets paid is Congress, which I always think is funny.
There are a lot of Congress critters that are saying they're not going to accept their pay, or they're going to donate it to charity as well, though.
No, and I have seen that, so that's a good thing.
yeah, but I'm sure that the special interest checks, those will get cashed in a different account. Piss off all you guys up there. I don't care less. You want to I got the email from Bilirakis today. Screw you anyway.
Yes, he did. Yeah, I saw the email today. But I mean, 85% of government actually is still functioning like normal without any, even stopping at all. And it's all the stuff we don't like. But and I think it's the, if government has a list of non-essential employees, like maybe we should have kind of looked at starting to phase those non-essential employees out. Maybe, like $10 trillion ago.
Yeah. Well, look, the Keynesians will tell you that those things save money. That's what they'll tell you. And then when if somebody that your significant other, whether it be your wife or your husband, goes out to the store, buys an expensive item, but it was 25% off, and they said they saved all that money. Did you really save all that money? Because you probably didn't need this shit to begin with.
Well, it's the government speak, A shutdown isn't really a shutdown. A cut really isn't a cut.
Yeah.
It's
all a bunch of lies.
It's the way they operate. It's theater.
Yeah.
And
this is part of it. Putting the gates up, that is the production cost of the theater that they're running.
Exactly.
Oh,
No, that's a good way of saying it, by the way. I'm patting myself. I'm going to give myself...
That's
I'm giving
the prop
myself
department.
a star on that one. So.
You're getting... Oh, we're on the star. See,
We're
I thought
on a star system.
we were only getting demerits, but now we can get stars.
I'm in a positive mood tonight, so we're going to go with stars tonight if you say something good.
Okay.
Right now, I'm winning 1-0.
Yeah, I have a feeling that since he's the one keeping the score,
You never know.
the
No,
only
I-
person getting stars is him.
No, I'll do it fair. I'll do it fair.
I know you will. I do.
I'll
I
do it
trust
fair.
you'll do it fair.
I'll do it fair, man. I mean, I'll probably win, but I'll do it fair.
Here's the thing: does it not seem reasonable, the request that these Republicans are asking for? I mean, we got a delay for the businesses till next year. So many people got a delay till 2014 anyway. Most of it was pushed off until 2014 for businesses and unions and all these other people. And obviously the results of what happened to the website on the day that Obamacare is available, nobody can sign up for these things anywhere. They weren't prepared anyway. So, what's wrong with saying, hey, look, the biggest problem with Obamacare is that nobody understands it. and nobody's clear on what we need to do.
Well, it's 2,700 pages long.
Exactly.
There's
So
no one who will ever understand
You're not
it.
supposed to understand it. So
Right.
why not give people a chance and some time to figure this out and figure out what they're supposed to do? Is that an unreasonable request? And the thing is, so many other people got it already. So it's not like you haven't given this opportunity to others, but now they're saying no, and they refuse to negotiate and refuse to budge on it. So who's being the obstinate ones?
Yeah.
Who's being the ones that are unwilling to do the right thing?
Oh, I know there's Democrats all day long. I mean, here's the thing: you're not even going to negotiate on it. Like, again, if they would have given nobody exemptions and had the law be straight down the line, I think they'd have a little bit of intellectual honesty to say no changes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they would. They'd have some intellectual honesty there. They'd be wrong, but at least I'd give them credit on that. But you're right. They've given exemptions to everybody and their mother. All you got to do is either be politically well connected or whatever. They're picking winners and losers. Meanwhile, you got tons of Americans losing coverage, losing all this other stuff. And you know what? I want to thank them. I want to thank President Obama tonight. I've had an epiphany. I swear to God.
Just now?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I was sitting here drinking my coffee, eating my muffin, when I had what alcoholics refer to as a moment of clarity.
Yes. And here it is.
Oh, no.
It took some shit as effed up as you guys could put together to make Americans realize that they just got to opt out of everything. It's like putting up
really
the biggest
didn't know
red
where he
light.
was going with
It's
that.
like putting up the biggest red light camera in the world right now because everybody's witnessing the just carnage. And here's the thing: it's self-imposed. Republicans have shit to do with this one. You guys and your crap. You couldn't even get a damn website up.
Yeah.
1 million hits? That's all you thought you were going to get in a day? That's enough to crash the servers with 2 years to go? Are you fucking high? Do you have some stoners working for you or what?
Of course they
Seriously.
do.
No, if they had 2 years working, they'd have more than
And an unlimited piggy bank of money. You couldn't spend enough money on software to get the best software that money could buy. And you can't keep a site open for a day.
They couldn't
For
keep it
one
open for
day,
an hour.
you can't keep a site open. You guys, thank you. Thank you so much. Because the stats that were the best stats that I heard today were 25% of Americans are looking to opt out completely. They're not even going to play.
Yeah, you can opt out.
25%. And in addition to that, they think I've heard estimates between 16 and 25% of the doctors are going cash only.
Yeah.
Nice.
Membership model, cash only.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. That model, along with catastrophic coverage, is the solution. In all reality, at least in my opinion. I don't know if you agree or disagree with that, but a cash model where when you go to the doctor you pay, but if things get really bad, that's what your insurance is for,
Right.
which is far less than anything else that you would ever have to buy. If you're still allowed to buy that insurance, which you may or may not. From what one guy was saying from the MD place, because I've been doing some research on this tonight. They're saying that all of that thing you take into consideration, you'll get much better care for much less than what you would be paying to the like if you went through the exchange. I mean, don't get me wrong, it doesn't count the subsidy, but so the real lower class would get a subsidy on the Obamacare on the exchanges, and then they can actually get it lower. But you got to give up all your information to do
They
that.
apply you for Medicaid right away.
Yeah,
'cause
right off the spot.
I was actually on the website, trying to research like what the website does and things like that, and what the exemptions were and all this. And it shows you, well, we go through all of the lowest price plans, including Medicaid. So basically, like, you don't know if you would qualify for Medicaid unless you're applying for Medicaid. So it basically applies you for Medicaid. And if you wouldn't qualify for that, then it starts showing you all of the other options. So you're basically, even if you don't want Medicaid or something like that, you're automatically going to have to get it if your income is that low.
No response on that. Huh?
Like, you look like you're about to say something, and then you just went like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at all the controls on here.
Oh, by the way, the Refresh Telecom line, 1-800-525-4032. 1-800-525-4032.
Yeah,
if you would like to get in on this discussion.
Yeah, and shout out to everybody that is listening and in the chat room and on the social stream. And
I am manning that. So
are you? Are you doing
yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's people in there. All right, cool. That means people are listening. That's always nice.
It's always nice to have listeners.
It is
If
nice.
you're listening, call the phone number 1-800-525-4032.
Yeah.
Give us your take.
See, now whenever we say like, is anyone listening? Like, we'll get a couple phone calls, but then like I'll get a bunch of messages that is like, I'm listening. Like, I always think that's so cute.
You know, it's weird that there's a healthcare commercial on our
When you
screen
went to the thing,
as this commercial was going on.
that's funny.
But here's the thing, though. Look, this is the solution, though. You go cash only, man.
Yeah.
The government really can't get involved, especially if you're not paying insurance. And if everybody starts look, this thing was so bad. There's a spike in this stuff. Like, these are percentage numbers. That means that percentage of the population needs someplace to go. Like, what you have for Obamacare is an army, by the way. It is an army. It's these navigators. These guys are the foot soldiers. They're like the precinct people. They got the government to pay for precinct people because they can register people to vote, too.
Oh, they
So the
can?
navigators, who are going to be primarily Democrats, because those are the people that believe in the healthcare plan, so these are the guys that are going to do it, are going to go out there and do this.
I wonder if we could become navigators and then go to all the doors and be like, don't do it.
Like, you wouldn't last very long.
This is how you opt out.
Honestly, I want to do a Freedom of Information Act of everybody that they visit and go over there with another option.
Yeah. Well, I also don't like that you actually have to go through, like, you have to enroll in the entire thing before you can hit the opt-out option.
Well, because they want all your information.
So, yeah,
You're violating their own the Fifth Amendment. Here's the thing. I'm not going to that website. I'm not signing crap. I'm opting out. I am not playing with you guys. Everybody has their line. Adrian did his with his driver's license. Mine's this. Screw you.
Well, here's the other thing. We're talking about how, really, I'm just going to be honest. They're just being a bunch of fucking drama queens about this whole thing. Because did you notice USA.gov has been shut down and like all the federal websites are shut down? Cost absolutely fucking nothing for these websites to just sit up all the time.
Just don't change anything.
Yeah, just don't touch anything.
Don't update it.
You already paid the damn internet bill.
Yeah.
You got the bandwidth. This ain't a big deal. You're being
don't update it.
You're being a bunch of drama queens about this by shutting that stuff down.
Did you see the First Lady's Twitter account said that it's
Yeah,
not going to be updated as regularly?
Oh yeah, we can't update the First Lady's Twitter account because of the government shutdown. Fuck you. That's optional. Sorry, there's nothing in the Constitution about the First Lady's Twitter account. Fuck you. I'm sorry, I'm being a little crude.
There is nothing in the Constitution.
There
about
is
the First Lady's
nothing
Twitter
about the First Lady's Twitter account.
I mean, I'm no expert or nothing.
They got a big backlash on that. I was reading
I
through
hope
some of the
so.
comments, and people were like, someone should tell the First Lady Twitter's free.
Yeah.
And so someone replied back and said, yeah, but the staff who updates the Twitter account isn't. And people were pissed. You mean we're paying for people to fucking update the First Lady's Twitter account?
Bitch can't even update her own Twitter account.
It's 165 characters. Just type.
Really do hate this bitch. Seriously. Like, I didn't even put it all together until you just said it. Screw you, man.
Fuck that bitch.
Come on, man. Seriously. Look, politicians have turned into the most insulting people on the planet. It seems like it's gotten worse. You know why? Because even they know that the gig is up, and they're just like, screw it. I'm just going to say whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are just going to say, Harry Reid's like, feed, what was it? A feed or cure cancer in a little kid. What do I care about that? Like, they're to the point now where people have messed with them so much that they're just starting to snap. And then, anarchists and look, Harry Reid wouldn't know what an anarchist was if it jumped up and read him to nap. Or jumped up and somebody asked if he was being detained. Is he free to go? Like, screw you. Your connotation for anarchism is an insult to anarchists.
Well, and,
Like, it really is. Like, an anarchist would go, no, that's not me.
I love it that now that there's this big, government shutdown that everybody's all like, oh my gosh. Now people are starting to look at like some of the waste that goes on in government. Like I read another story that we pay like $1.2 million for the people who hit the button for the Senate elevator.
Yeah. Look, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that got furloughed today. I mean, this week, a lot of people did.
That person did not
That's
get
a big
furloughed.
hurt, and that is going to be a hurt in the economy. That's not even a lie.
Right.
Just for the fact that that's how many people or don't have any money to put in the, or spending a lot less now.
Right.
If anything, I feel bad for you, but you have a government job. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. You know what? Like I said, I've lost my job in this economy. Quite frankly, I feel a whole lot better about losing my job because the company closed down or was bought out or they had to cut back than because of political theater. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you're sitting home because these politicians are playing games with your livelihood.
Right.
So you should be pissed, and you shouldn't be pissed at just the Republicans or just the Democrats. You should be pissed at all of them.
Well, and I just have to say that the Senate elevator button pusher was considered an essential role of government and has not been furloughed.
Yeah, because those fuckheads can't push the elevator button themselves. Those prima donnas. Fuck them all.
Oh, I know. Here's the thing.
The difference between Twitter and Congress is that Twitter only has 140 useless characters.
That's a good point.
Greg
Greg gets a star for that one, though. That's star-worthy. That's star-worthy.
And that's $1.2 million is just the person who runs the elevator on the Senate. That does not include the House elevator button pusher or the White House elevator button pusher.
I'm going to just give you, by the way, Danielle, I'm going to give you a star, but it's more of a generic star for a lot of the information up to this point. So
Okay, thank you.
Star count, 111.
We're tied again.
Just so you know. I might give myself half a star for being scorekeeper, though.
Can I just say fuck the First Lady's Twitter account again?
That really bothered me, too, when I heard it. I was like, are you freaking kidding me?
Look, and locally, by the way, we have a candidate running for office here, Bill Gunter. And I don't like Bill Gunter anyway. But this guy has made it so easy. He literally has a website with nothing on it but how to subscribe for his email.
Yes, it is. I mean,
nothing.
This is the audacity of the candidates now, that you go to a website and all it is his logo and subscribe to the newsletter and nothing else.
Here's the thing.
Give me your email address. I'll hook you up.
I just, there's an ad up here for Bill Gunter. So I clicked on it. Watch this. Watch where it takes you. PascoVotes.com. That's the insult that it is. Here's the thing. Here's what he's saying. All I want you to do is to see my ad, but if you want to know any more than this, go to freaking Pasco County Supervisor of Elections and figure it out yourself. Because I'm not telling you else crap about me, because I've got $90,000 from lobbyists and special interests, and I'm going to give you so many commercials that I'll just be the one that wins.
Where do you stand on the issues? I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah. The other person is a Tallahassee insider who didn't get any money up there. Even if she wanted to be, they didn't want her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, she didn't go. She went up there and held a fundraiser. None of the special interests did come to see her. Now, she might not have invited them, and I don't think she did. I think she went up there to talk to the Dems, to basically say to the Dems, because she's a Dem, I think she went up there and said, look, man, you guys better back me in this thing.
Yeah.
You know?
And at that fundraiser, that she did go to Tallahassee, the party sponsored a fundraiser, but what she said is that she wouldn't close it to the public and she wouldn't close it to the media, which meant that if a special interest did go and give money, the media would know about it and be able to report on it, where Bill Gunter did close it down to the media, so anyone who was giving money or anyone who was there would not be known.
Yeah. It's just what an insult politicians are. I mean, I have no more respect for almost any of them.
Fuck them too.
Yeah, all of them. I don't care, man. Look, all of them are. Here's the thing: if you're not dirty, you're stained by enough dirty that you gotta go. Like, all of them gotta go. I mean, look, there's some we'll keep for last or whatever, but all of them gotta go at the end of the day. I need them all gone.
I'm just at the point. I mean, with everything that's gone on this week, the conversation, the way it's going. I mean, I'm just over them all.
Try to find ways to opt out. That's what it is. With the healthcare thing, that's what I'm thinking of at the end of the day. You've actually created a marketplace of people in a large way that is looking for something that is not currently there. the solution is not actually on a wide scale even around yet. It hasn't been organized, by the way.
Well, no, it's not being organized at all because it's just doctors saying, "Screw this! I'm not taking insurance. I'll take cash."
But some doctors need to learn how to get there though, because it's a different kind of practice. Though.
Yes.
And actually, there is a company that kind of lays the whole thing out for the doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Atlas MD, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm reading it. I was reading it tonight before the show. Like, it's crazy. Like, it really is like a good version or an opt-out that'll work. We just gotta, we have to get enough people that are doing it, and then they all have to get fined, and everybody has to just not pay. And make them do something to all of us.
Well, I think
That's the only way that you're going to stop Obamacare, by the way.
I think
I firmly believe that.
I actually think that I completely fall through the cracks and that I can actually not get health insurance and not have to pay anything.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Because you do enable that.
Yeah.
Really, if you want to stop Obamacare, you don't have to make a big deal of it on the congressional floor, and
No.
it's just let it run its course. It's designed to collapse on itself. See, that's the thing. The people who do understand it, even Democrats, Republicans, Independents, doesn't matter. The people who understand it realize it's designed to collapse on itself to get everybody to support a single payer
To do
system.
single payer, yeah.
Anybody who understands it that I've talked to has said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's designed to collapse and push support for a single payer system once everyone's dependent on the government for this.
Right.
But there needs to be an organized free market solution, and I see it happening right now. The only thing I don't see is it organized. In this specific
that's true.
in this specific industry, in the health care industry, the actual answer is not organized yet. It's starting to form though, because it's starting. Like I said, if you can do a quarter and a quarter, like if you can get to 25 and 25% of the doctors, 25% of the people, if you can get there, that is
And put
a
those two
huge
groups
industry.
together.
And that's not really co-optable unless government tries to come in. That's when it gets tricky. Because you're trying to get out of the system. So you can't do insurance, and you have to, like, all the stuff that they're claiming is good, you got to get out of all of that stuff as a doctor. It's got to be you and the patient, man, and not really much more than that.
Oh my gosh. And just because we were talking about Michelle Obama's Twitter account,
Oh, did you go check the latest update?
I had to go check the latest, little news. The reason why her Twitter account won't be seeing any action, and this is just pathetic, is because 16 of her assistants got furloughed.
Good. What'd she have, like 100 something though?
16? Like, nobody should have 16 assistants. It says that between
Really, the first lady is so important. How many assistants do we pay for?
between Michelle and Barack, they have over 1,000 staff members.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this is what it's saying.
Well, with Barack, I understand. I mean, he is the president. Like it or
Right.
not, he is the president. He's got a big job.
Well,
So
no,
he's
you
got
gotta
a lot of
you gotta have
assistants.
a
I can
staff.
understand.
You gotta have a
that.
staff.
He's got to have a staff.
I mean, it
how
depends on
many
what
of
the staff
them?
does, though.
How many of them are getting Michelle her latte and updating her Twitter account and
Her chief
checking
of-
on Etsy for some cool handmade shit for her? I mean, what's going on?
Her chief of staff makes over $170,000 a year,
You have got to be kidding me.
and her total staff cost is $1 million a year.
Fuck me.
And they update her Twitter. I'm sorry, but nobody needs 16 assistants. You have billionaires running, billion-dollar corporations, like many corporations that don't have 16 assistants.
I mean, it's just, again, these people are. You don't want to know where anarchy is living right now? It's living up there. Because these people are stealing our money, doing whatever the hell they think that they can do with this stuff.
With no rules.
And with no rules whatsoever. I can have as many assistants as I want. I don't care. I'm the first lady. I can do whatever I want to do. And look, and this is only a progression. It wasn't good under Bush. It was. Democrats have this weird kind of way of like they think that they're actually hooking all these people up and they're bringing them with them and stuff, I think. And they're, these guys are always working, back and forth with jobs, just like on the Republican side, maybe for different reasons. But they're still paying them a bunch of money. The only difference is these guys want to make sure they tax the crap out of you to do it and hide it, It's like the gas tax. Like, oh, that's not really a tax. You know? I mean, it's not really a tax. I'll punch you in. It's the only kind of tax you should be getting. You know, property tax. You know, you ever heard of the Communist Manifesto? There's a plank in there that kind of relates towards damn property tax.
Well, quite frankly, the fact of the matter is, call it a tax. I call it rent. Nobody in the United States owns any land other than the government. Because if you don't pay your rent, they will evict your ass. And if they want to use that land for something else, they will evict your ass.
Yeah.
You do not own your land. That is their land.
You should be able to own your land.
And they will and don't pay that rent. People with guns and badges will show up and take your ass to jail.
Straight away.
That's don't pay your rent, you'll get evicted.
Yeah, that's
it.
true. And if they want to put something like a roadway or something through your land, you don't even have the right to say no. They're just going to, I mean, now, don't get me wrong, they do have to give you a check, but they have to give you a check. But if you said, no, I don't want your money, I just want my land.
Give you the check.
Yeah.
Take the land and don't give you the check.
Right.
You take the check and we take your land, or you don't take the check and we take your land. But either way, we're taking the land.
Right.
Because fuck you. We're government.
Yeah.
Fuck you, government. Oh, my God.
And it's every level of it, too. Look,
I'm sorry. I'm dropping a lot of F-bombs tonight.
That's all right. You're frustrated, man. Let it out, baby. Let it out. The problem that I have here is that it really is like every level. It's systemic. You need free, and this is where the anarchists got it right, man. There has to be free market solutions that are created before you actually change government. I argue that you can do both at the same time, though, because although those things actually require less time, they just require organization. Like the healthcare thing just requires organization. It's the only thing missing right now. There's almost enough that I actually think that if you just could get them all together, because the key is going to be marketing and all this stuff, because you got to be able to find those people, right? But you got to be able to find all of them. But also because you need those people to battle Obamacare at the same time too, though. Like if there was action that did need to be taken with your congressperson, then you could take action on that and you could give them that information as an individual, but only in a way that people that care about the healthcare on it, though, that's where they'll get their information from. But you need the pool of customers to be able to match up the pool of doctors that are going to do it. Because the one thing they said, I was reading an article on it, said one of the biggest problems is that there's no organization to it. There's no structure at all to it. And I don't mean put a structure together in a way of controlling it, of just exposing the information. Like you need a structure that exposes where all this stuff is so you can go find it yourself. Because it's hard to find. Like there isn't anything out there where you can find this. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there definitely needs to be a system where the people who are looking to be patients of that kind of service, where they are paying cash, can find the doctors that are taking it. Because right now there's not a big enough group on either side where it's being put out on, TV or anything.
Well, they got
like
concierge doctors. Those are like the guys on that one show on USA. But there's the cheap version of these people, though.
That's something else. The Smithsonian Museum is closed. The Smithsonian Channel is on the air.
They didn't turn off the Smithsonian
No, the Smithsonian Channel's on the air, but you can't get inside the Smithsonian
Museum. They didn't close down one channel, though, didn't they?
I don't know. Fuck those guys.
I know. I hate them.
I know.
I just hate them.
I mean, this is...
I have no more respect for them. I have only disdain and hatred.
Government shutdown, we should be happy as libertarians, but we're not. Because
well,
it's not a real shutdown.
Down.
Yeah, it's not a real shutdown.
Like
it's not a real
stopping people from getting into places. Like, screw... yeah. All I know is I'm happy at the end of the day, though, because I found hope. I found some hope. And I have a kind of a different mindset on some of this stuff. I think I really did have an epiphany today. I really, really do. I don't think Danielle believes me, though.
What?
That I had an epiphany today.
I hope so.
We'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
We'll see.
I don't know. Alex, didn't you have something else that you said you wanted to talk about tonight?
That was it.
That was it? Okay. Well,
but we can go anywhere you want,
We're definitely off the rails now.
Oh, man. We met, we won't give the person's name, but we did meet a gentleman the other day, talking to him about actually doing something really, really big, really cool.
Oh,
so
yeah.
As soon as we know
really
more information
like
about it, we'll talk about it. Has to do with somebody running for office, but using it as an educational tool, like in a weird way, though. But running to win, but still being able to use it as an educational tool. But a specific one, though. One that'll actually get media attention. It's a weird thing. It's a weird deal.
Yeah, I really like it. I liked it.
But this guy was all about movie references. He had good ones.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we go into this
And
meeting.
she didn't know any of them.
And I didn't know any of them. You know, so like all of a sudden, like he would say something, and Alex would be like, "Yeah, exactly like that," and I'd be like, What does that mean now?"
Hey, hold on. And you might know this one, or you may not. You remember Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Okay, so you remember the series, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you remember the one episode that they had? I'm a Star Trek geek myself. I don't know if you are or not, though.
I'm a bigger Star Wars fan, but I did watch Star Trek.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
you watched Star. Okay,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
I like
This
Star
was
Wars.
the
I like
one
them
where
both.
Picard, the captain of one ship, and the captain of the other ship were on a. They both got beamed to a planet together, and they had to battle. They had to battle like this monster or whatever. But the guy didn't talk like a normal like we talk. He talked in where everything was like a tall stands with a fist. You know what I mean? Like it was.
Okay.
He-
I think I remember the episode.
He
you're
talked in a
talking
way
about.
that described motions or described history. You know what I mean? Chachunga, down by the sea.
Okay.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? Oh man, it was a weird episode. But dudes talk like that because when you're trying to explain something, a lot of times you could give a movie reference that gives that person the mental image of what you're talking about. So you actually are able to communicate that way.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, I talk in movie quotes all the time.
Yeah, so it's weird. It's a whole different deal though. Well, what's going on there? What is that?
This one.
Oh, never mind.
When you
Man,
pulled
this-
into my house, did you see a sign that's
Oh, won't go.
Yeah.
That
So I don't even know what that
Yeah, I
means.
know.
no? Good. Good.
Was that? Is it bad?
Yes.
Nah, I mean,
Well
here's the
done.
thing, man. It was, you know.
It's Quentin Tarantino.
Oh. Well, and this is what happened. So we go to this meeting. So they're all like talking in movie quotes, and I'm lost. I'm like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I don't even know if we're even in the same conversation anymore.
It was funny.
Yeah. And then Alex now has to explain to this person, because I guess they were doing movie quotes from movies that, like, I guess most normal people have seen, except for me. So now he has to explain to this person why I still have no idea what they're talking about. So then he's like, no, she hasn't seen that movie. So then they started going through the list of movies that I haven't seen. So then it was like a quiz. Well, have you seen this one? No. Have you seen this one? No. So now it turned into a conversation that was originally a meeting about politics into a meeting of, oh my gosh, she hasn't seen any of these movies.
That's why we need to Clockwork Orange your ass. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? That's how you communicate movie quotes.
That's right. That's right.
you go.
See? That's how it works.
Because you're like Clockwork Orange. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I know it. Yeah. That's right.
Like, you don't know that part. That's
No,
what I'm
never
saying.
You've never seen the movie.
No, I've never seen the
How
movie.
have you never seen? Oh my god.
You know, it actually you ever watch
we
the
need to
Independent-
Clockwork Orange her ass for Clockwork Orange.
Hold on. Yeah. Wait a second. Did you know, what do they call that channel? The Independent Films channel, I think?
IFC.
IFC, yeah. They're showing Kubrick stuff all weekend long on
Nice.
that. On that. Actually, all week long, too.
Two of my
They've been playing
favorite-
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket and Clockwork Orange are two of my favorite movies. I love those.
I thought that the Eyes Wide Shut one was actually kind of nice. I was into that a little bit.
That was weird.
It was kinky.
Well,
It was kinky
like,
all
it
day
was like
long.
a soft porn kind of movie.
A little bit, yeah.
Wait. I started like going back to the chat and I just tuned back into like softcore porn.
Do you like soft porn, Danielle?
wait. I missed something here.
Stanley Kubrick, I always get the name wrong at the end, late in his career, made a movie called Eyes Wide Shut, and it starred Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise.
It was
But
his
when
last
they
movie,
were
actually.
married.
Yeah,
It was his last movie.
It was his last.
And it's about like a Hellfire Club almost.
Mm-hmm.
And that he
Well,
goes
that
to
I
the
know what
Hellfire
that
Club.
is.
And then, but he's with his wife, and there's a whole bunch of kinky stuff going on. And so it was a good movie, though. It was a very good movie. But it was weird, though. It was weird.
I still prefer Full Metal Jacket.
That's a great movie. Now, I didn't experience the second half of Full Metal Jacket. I only experienced up to the part where the drill instructor got shot. Like, once the drill instructor got shot, that was not the Marine Corps I was in. The Marine Corps I was in was pretty much before that, though. Light hitting, not a lot of major hitting, but they talk like that. That's how they talk in boot camp.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that is if you take that representation and Jarhead's representation and put those two together, That would be the most accurate description of Marine Corps boot camp I could give you.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool, though. It was fun. Looking back, that gives you good, because you're not doing it anymore, so thank God you can look back on it. Like,
See-
even shitty times, if you go a long ways in the future, look kind of fun. You knew they were shitty at the time, but, like, you remember, it's a good memory now. You ever have any of those?
Maybe. I don't know.
You ever have any of those? Danielle?
What? Wait, what?
Like, at the time when you were going through it, it seemed really bad, but later on you look at it fondly.
Fondlingly.
Fondly? Yes.
Fondly.
I have had times where, yeah, at the time I was like, this is the worst experience ever. But then, like, after I've looked back, I'm like, well, you know what? I learned a lot from that, you know, and it wasn't so bad. And, you know, I could do it again.
You guys want me to tell you about a story? You want me to give you a story?
Oh, please.
Sure.
Alex story time?
Alex story time.
Here we go. Another episode of Alex story time. This one is titled Deep in the Snow. That's what we'll call it.
Deep in the snow.
When I was in the Marine Corps, I did cold weather training at a place called Bridgeport, California. Now, if you're familiar with Bridgeport, California, it's in the mountains of California. It goes up to pretty high elevations, but not more than like, I think 9,000 and 10,000 feet.
I actually
is
think
where
I've
it
heard
goes
this
to.
story.
You might have. Well, what happened is that when you're in the Marine Corps and you're doing this stuff, it's not like they just drive you around to places. Like, you're in cold weather training because you're supposed to be able to traverse long distances in cold weather. So we had to do this one hump. And the hump is when you start walking for a long period of time in single file rows together up and down a street or wherever.
Would
you're
it be?
going.
Get to get
Would
over
it have
the
to be a hill?
Well, yeah, no, this one was this. And I don't remember the names of the two camps, but we started at one camp and we went to another camp. Now, both of them were about at the same elevation. But the road itself did not go directly from one place to another, or they didn't have us hump on that road. What we had to do is we had to go down the mountain and then back
funny.
up the friggin' mountain. Up a different road, because like the road forked. This one took you this way, this one took you this way. So you had to do one that went like a U-ey like this. And it's probably like a 10-miler. So it's 5 miles down, 5 miles up. Or you got to walk 5 miles, basically.
In the snow?
In the snow. Well, it's
Was it
Uphill
up
both ways.
Was it
But it's
uphill
packed
both
with-
ways?
No, it's downhill one way, but downhill's harder. Because you got packed. Look, when you're in cold weather
Because
training,
you got all that weight behind you.
you have
Did you have
more
to carry
weight.
your brothers
Yeah.
and sisters? And were you barefoot?
No. You had
He
boots on
doesn't
and stuff.
know
You had Mickey Mouse boots, actually.
You're throwing him off because his
No, they
train
had
of
Mickey,
thought is in
they had Mickey Mouse boots.
Mickey
We had
Mouse.
Mickey Mouse boots. That's what they call them. They were these big white freaking boots. Oh, no, we didn't wear them at that time. Then you're just wearing...
Oh, no. I'm just making this shit up as I go along. It doesn't matter.
No, snowshoes. I am not making anything
I'm fucking with you.
up. So what happens is this. We start going down this one, and we start going up the other. And it was a bad, bad hump, man. Like, this thing is kicking your ass. It's kicking everybody's ass. Going down and back up. And now we had a CO that was like and that's the commanding officer. We had a CO that was... He tried to find ways to just screw crap up. Like, when we were humping, he'd go off the trail on purpose almost just to make it even that much harder to get through shit, I think.
Yeah.
And he called everybody Devil Dog. He'd never call you by your name. He called everybody Devil Dog all day long, every day. And that's the nickname in the Marine Corps. Hey, Devil Dog. So the CO doesn't call you, hey, Snicker, hey, Devil Dog, hey, Devil Dog, hey, Devil Dog. It's like the word Smurf, for Pete's sake, with this freaking guy, right? Like, that's all he does. He calls everybody Devil Dog. He gets us lost at a certain point. Now, we didn't have snowshoes that we were going to be wearing that day.
Did you
because-
have a compass?
Yeah, we had a compass. Oh, yeah, we had a compass. This guy was always lost.
A map, maybe?
Yeah, but it doesn't work that way, though. I mean, they're using the map and compass and stuff, but these guys they're Marines. What do they know?
They're cannon fodder. They're not supposed to
Well,
live
they
through
know. I mean, don't get me wrong.
They're not
smart and
supposed to
stuff.
live through this
But
mission they're
COs
training for.
But COs are stupid, though. So he's pulling this thing up, and he's walking around. He ends up taking us off the trail into deep, deep snow. Like the kind of stuff where when you go down, you're going down a pretty good amount, and you got all that weight, so you go down even further. So it's almost hitting you in the undercarriage. You know what I'm saying? Almost hitting you in the nuts, in the bellies. Like, that's how deep down you're going. We're cursing at this man the whole time. We're like, damn it, I can't believe he's doing this shit. Now, he didn't hear us because we'd get in trouble. And so we finally made it through that whole freaking day. We get up to the top of where we were supposed to go, right? And it's this big, open, like, field-looking thing, right? So it's really big and wide open. But then, it goes down and stuff. It's the top of not the top of a mountain, but like a mid-range above mountain. And we're looking out. And everything looks out. So you're taking your stuff off during the day. And like I said, everybody's ass is kicked at the end of this day. Nobody's feeling good. Everybody's welcome and going to sleep, right?
And everybody's pretty bad too.
Everybody gets in bed, like everybody's laid down just about the time where everybody's kind of sleeping, because everybody's like 3-person tents, but then all the tents are kind of closing down at the same time.
Are those also in the snow?
And all of them are in the snow, like we're all in this big field, right?
Deep in the snow,
All
as
of
the
a sudden,
title suggests.
all of the sudden, the snow settles.
Oh, so
About a
everybody
foot.
falls.
Everybody falls a foot. And it's one of those things where it's like, whoosh. It wasn't, you're
goes
there,
quick.
you're there,
Yeah.
that's it. It's that quick. And it's lightning quick, too. And you're just like, so everybody's just getting ready to rest. And all of a sudden, whoosh. I guarantee you nobody, like, we never found out if anybody shit themselves. But I like to think somebody did. I personally didn't, but it was because I shit before.
It was close.
If I wouldn't have cleared myself out beforehand, I think I would have had some nasty pants. So, actually, normally I slept pretty much in my underwear in the bag though. You have to sleep in your underwear in the bags we had. You had to sleep in your underwear in the
Even
bag.
in the snow?
Oh, yeah, especially in the snow. Oh, you know why? These bags are like the coolest bag. Even when I was in, they were awesome bags. Your body heat literally did warm the bag, and your body heat wasn't escaping. Like, it was in there, and it would make it hot. Like, I had to take my stuff. Like, when we'd go do this, what you did is you took all of the things that you were going to wear the next day, and, like, you had your inner liner, then you had an outer liner, then you had a cover.
Uh-huh.
So in between the inner liner and the outer liner is where you would put some things, and then between the outer liner and the cover, you'd put more things like that. But then you take I could actually take all my clothes off in my bag. Like, I would get my bag and, like, what I was going to wear, take all of it off, and then put it in places. Like, inside the bag. So when I woke up in the morning, you have to wake up, get cold. Oh, no, this is exactly what you do. You wake up in the morning, you open the bag totally, and you kind of get out to where, like, your skin is out there. And so that way it freezes you up. Then you put on your clothes to warm you, and then you're back at the right temperature that you need to be. It's a cool trick.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was another Stories with Alex.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, you might not have, but I thought it was actually fun to tell.
I don't even know where to go after.
I don't even know what to say after
I
that.
know.
Like,
I'm
it's
like-
Have you guys not heard?
I hid a bunch
No,
of
I
stuff in my bag.
No, the clothes you were gonna wear.
Yeah, I know.
You're
Besides,
naked in your sleeping bag with your...
Well, I had my underwear on.
Okay. Clean underwear. Till the snow settles.
Until the snow drops.
I actually would change my underwear in the bag,
Well,
unless
okay
I was
then,
able to take a shower somewhere, which probably wasn't going to be able to happen.
So you hid extra underwear in the bag?
Well, no, you have a backpack for that. Like, when you go to bed at night is when you put the stuff in there.
I
It's
feel like
only
we're back to the
stuff-
bag story.
Well, this is a
How many
combination
bags
of
did you
bag.
carry when you were in the Marines?
Well, this is your sleeping bag.
Is
The
this-
sleeping bag is actually 3 different bags.
Is this where your obsession with bags started?
Maybe. I do love bags.
You do.
I have a black backpack that looks like it's more of a military issue backpack.
Yes.
It's got all the emergency stuff in it, or at least I'm not really complete with the emergency stuff, unfortunately. I'm working on it. I'm buying little by little by little to get more, because I'm not nearly as prepared as I like to be.
Right.
But this bag is kind of like the go out bag.
The bug out bag.
Yeah, bug out bag. Now we have 2 bug out bags already packed, or 3 bug out bags really were already packed.
Well, we have them like literally fitted to who would wear it too.
Yeah. Now the next thing I'm going to do with myself is going to be very, very, very different. Like, I don't wear a lot of different clothes. I pretty much wear the same clothes. But I have a whole bunch of other clothes in there. I just don't like wearing them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pare down to the bare minimums. Like, I'm going to go down to the lowest that you can possibly go,
What?
clothes-wise. Like, real minimalist.
Right. Just the same clothes over and over again.
Well, no, like I'm going to go out and buy, like, 10 brand new pairs of underwear, right? Like, get rid of every other pair of underwear that I have.
Oh,
and
you're
buy
just gonna
just
do,
10
like,
brand new
clothing
pairs of underwear.
bankruptcy.
just like reboot your wardrobe.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to get rid of all my socks and go buy brand new socks. But I'm not going to go buy a whole bunch of socks. I'm going to buy enough that I would need. Like, you need 5 white pairs of socks, short, 5 long, 5 black, 5 brown, or something along those lines. Or maybe 2 black, 2 brown, or something.
You clearly do laundry more than I do.
Yeah, he does laundry never.
Oh, So your wife does laundry more than mine.
Well,
does, I
between
guess,
me
is
and
what
Kelly,
it is.
between me and Kelly, we get the laundry pretty well caught up.
I'm gonna bring it down to 5 short sleeve T-shirts, 5 long sleeve T-shirts, and then 3 pairs of pants, 1 khaki, 1 camouflage, and 1
You mean shorts?
or shorts. Yeah, and
I was
another
gonna say, I'd like
probably
to-
another one khaki, and then
And then
a couple pairs of 2 pairs of jeans, and then 2
I don't
suits.
think I've ever seen you in jeans ever.
Well, I don't really have any the good ones right now, to be honest. with you. But I got a bunch of crap stuff though, so I want to just purge all that stuff out and only have the bare minimum in the drawers.
So you're gonna do like clothing bankruptcy.
A little bit,
We had to do that on emails today. Little email bankruptcy went on today.
yeah, a little bit. I have a lot of emails in case anybody didn't know.
Oh,
There's a lot of ways to get in touch with me.
what is the Refresh Telecom phone number?
Oh, by the way, if you want to get in touch with us via the phone right now, Refresh Telecom lines, 1-800-525-4032. That is 1-800-525-4032.
Danielle, can you
That was
type
a
that
very
into
good
the
way.
chat room and let everybody have it kind of for posterity there?
Yeah.
that would help.
Well, that's where I was asked. So
Oh, well.
what the number was?
Oh, so we'll tell them, but why don't you go ahead and type it in there for him too? Just
Who is that?
that's Karina, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Karina, are you gonna call us?
It's a delay, so she can't hear you until after.
I know she's already gonna call in, and she's gonna
And
hear
then
me
gonna
go.
hear it.
Karina, are you gonna call us?
There she goes.
Every 3 minutes, I'm gonna say, Karina, are you gonna call us? The rest of the show.
Are you? Let's hope not.
Off the rails.
Off the rails. He's answering
Hey,
the phone.
Karina.
It's such, you know what? I like
Hey,
off the
Karina.
rails because it doesn't matter what we do.
Yeah, I know, because we could just do whatever.
I like the idea of the physician. I'm really got that in my head right now.
I know you do, because even before we went on air, we've been talking about it for like a couple hours.
I've been looking it up though. I've been looking stuff up on it though. Like there's that one website, and I got to get to it. It's at my other computer right now, so I don't really have it in front of me right now.
Right.
Which is my own fault, but
I love the little boop 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 that comes on like
That's
when we take a
compliments
call.
of the Skype.
Karina, are you with us?
Oh,
Karina, are you with us?
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
So I'm at the office.
All right.
Oh, I'm probably.
AKA the depot, and they turned all the TVs down, and I'm playing the radio show for everybody sitting here.
Oh, shut up though. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
I should probably watch my language.
So hello to everyone at the depot.
No.
No, I don't think you have to watch your language.
You must not have been to the depot before.
You haven't ever been here, have
You
you?
probably got some curse words you ain't heard before. You got some stuff you might want to write down.
Gonna make me blush.
Make you blush.
I'm a spoiled, rotten kid. I'm the only one probably allowed to do this.
I guess so. That's very nice of them. I appreciate everybody listening.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts on shutting down the monuments?
Oh my gosh, really? I mean, they spent extra money to put barricades around it instead of just, it's an open air monument.
Right.
It's the Bob Barricade Special Interest Groups getting in contact now. You know they had something to do with this. Those bastards. This is when they make their money. They only get once every 20 years to do this, man. So, like, we're going to Bob Barricade everything in Washington, D.C., man.
Red
Make a whole bunch
Defense
of money.
just gave a lot of political contributions.
Where's Red Defense been on this? Don't be picking winners and losers in this.
Well, what I didn't realize, I was reading that monument was financed by private money.
Oh,
Yes, it
yeah.
was.
Yeah, totally paid for with private money.
It's maintained by private money.
No, actually, I think it is maintained with government money, though.
No, it's maintained with a private fund that goes to park services, but the money is private.
Oh, mother. God damn!
Fuck these guys,
Come
man.
on!
Fuck these guys up their
Jesus.
stupid asses.
Evil! And you knew a bunch of World War II
Whoa.
veterans were coming.
In wheelchairs.
You know what? I'll bet you that was the best day of their lives, man. For the rest of their lives, they're going to go, we went there, they tried to close that thing down, and we just took our wheelchairs and ran it over.
They
But
just-
you made their day by having to keep putting shit up, guys. Keep doing it. Thank you. Thank you. You're making more libertarians by the day. And I appreciate
I
it.
hope one of those World War II vets said, "Hey, I've killed a bunch of fascists before. I will do it again."
Did did you see the senator from Illinois actually went over and helped them and removed the barricades?
Good.
Oh, I think there was a couple of them that did that stuff. I actually thought I saw a picture with Nugent. Oh, go ahead, Karina. I'm sorry.
That's about as bad as closing the Grand Canyon. Seriously? Oh my gosh.
How are you going to close? It's a Grand Canyon. You know what I mean? Like, you can't close a canyon.
It's a big hole in the ground.
Yeah, it's with a lake at the bottom. Or with a river at the bottom.
River at the bottom.
Whatever. But you can't get down there. It's a desert. Assholes.
Let's start filling it up now.
How fucking pretentious do you have to be like, well, if there's no government, then I'm just putting a lock on this thing and nobody can go around in this woods. Like, screw you.
Well, I just, and I thought it was funny because some of the memorials, like even the Lincoln Memorial, which is open air, does have like a gift shop on the bottom, and it has like a little elevator and stuff like that. So I could understand parts of it being shut down because of that.
Close the gift shop.
But the World War II Memorial is literally a sidewalk in between other monuments.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason to shut it down.
And here's the thing. You know what the parks should be, by the way? You know why they're non-essential services as the parks, though? Because they should be the ones that are paid via user fees and voluntarily. That's how those things should be paid for anyway. And now you can have a national thing that goes to that as long as you're not taking tax money to do it, as long as you're doing voluntarily. I'm okay with the government doing that if they're the facilitator and all that.
Still, the parks and the museums and stuff, that's about the only thing that the government does that we don't all think they're a bunch of douches for doing. I mean, we hate pretty much everything else they do. You know, the Smithsonian, the monuments, I'm like, whatever.
Those things are all right.
Hey guys, I actually heard a better idea. They need to be set up as 501c3s and make them nonprofits and get them totally out of the government.
I'd go with that way too. To be honest with you, here's the thing. I would much rather have it all be in private hands.
Me too.
But I'm not going on the street to protest if I lose that vote.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if they say, well, we're going to do this, but we're going to fund it through, like, if it's a quasi-government thing, whatever. Again, I don't like that stuff, but again, it's voluntary crap. Like, if you don't like it, then just don't go. You ain't got to pay for it.
Trust me, if the biggest problem in government was overspending at the Smithsonian and that they're, like, building too many monuments, I'm not a libertarian. I'm not pissed off at the government. I'm not on this show. But that is, like, the least of our problems.
I'll be too high to know the difference.
If we had a museum... But Michelle Obama didn't have 16 freaking assistants, I'd be okay.
Yeah.
But the fact that she still has 16 assistants is what bothers me.
Yeah, this is the part of the story.
I thought she had 22.
Well, 16 of them were furloughed, so she may have 22.
They didn't even furlough all of them. That's the shit of it.
Because the report does say 16 of her assistants to go on furlough. Not
so 6 are
all
still there.
Of her assistants. It just says 16 of them are.
6 assistants left
and
then.
Danielle, you'll get a kick out of this. Her Twitter account posted that she won't be doing her Twitter account because of the furlough.
Yeah, I know. We saw that.
Like, you want to talk about trying to score cheap political points? That's these guys right here. The American people are seeing through it. Like, I hope that they look at that article and go, she's got 16 assistants? Like, anybody. I don't care you're liberal, conservative, progressive, socialist. For the first, what the hell is she doing?
What does her job consist of?
Yeah.
Like, she's done some commercials on the Disney Channel.
Yeah. Somebody's got to handle her event schedule. Okay. You know, how many people are doing that crap? It's just, it's pathetic, man. It really is. It's just these people, and it's all of them, though. It's not even one of them. Because the Boehner email, like, well, we got to get ourselves out of this crap, even though we're going to screw the rest of the public. Like,
fuck those guys, too.
I know, all of them. There's nobody that's worth a crap up there. Eliminate everybody.
Now, Rand Paul did tweet today, and I did kind of like it, although I don't necessarily always like everything he does. But he tweeted today that there was 7 security guards to keep the veterans out of the World War II memorial. That's 2 more than they had in Benghazi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, snap.
Well, because the rest of them, rest of them were handing out weapons to Al Qaeda. I mean, seriously, the CIA gave Al Qaeda weapons in Benghazi, and we got more people Fuck these guys,
Fuck
man.
these guys.
The name of the episode tonight is called "Fuck These Guys,"
These guys.
and we're going to tell you how they're screwing you over. And I don't care who you are, you got to go. Yep, that's right. They're stupid. You know, don't even put it. Here's the thing: they're all scumbags. So let's not try to protect one side or the other. They're all shitheads.
Yeah.
Let me be clear. Fuck these guys.
All of them. Gee, man, Eddie. Hey, you know what, Greg? And I'll tell. Go ahead.
I did my part to poke the bear, and I made political enemies out of my state senator and his son, who's trying to run for my state representative today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
should.
did saw
You should.
that,
Let
yeah.
him know you're there.
Good
Let him
job.
know you hate him, and let him know that you don't give a crap. Because the only time it's going to get fixed is when they're gone, and then we'll start the trials.
And not gone like you replaced yourself with your son.
Yeah, not gone that way. We're getting rid of. And look, if you're in now, it's only going to be a matter of time. It's already happening. It's not. Here's the thing, too. It's not even us. It's you are pissing people off on a grand scale. Nobody likes you. You have no approval ratings whatsoever. All we have to do is figure out the right combination, and you're all gone. I
Cockroaches
understand-
have a higher approval
Yeah.
rating than Congress.
You have a yes. It's just you guys are going to be gone. Oh, what I was going to say to you, Greg. Hold on, I'm sorry, not to do a little radio thing, but I didn't talk to you. Why don't you do 2 Rebel Inc. songs? That gives us enough time for a cigarette.
Oh, you
A
want
double shot
A double-
of
a
Rebel
double
Inc.
dose of
Double
some
dose of
Rebel
Rebel
Inc?
Yeah,
Well, give me a song that you want to play.
Okay,
Oh, Karina's still on.
yeah.
the
Karina's
line,
still on. I didn't say do it yet, though. I was
Yeah,
just saying get
hey.
ready.
take care. I'm gonna unmute the show so everybody can hear you. Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Okay.
we're about to play some Rebel Inc., so we'll play some music too.
All right.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Bye. All right, so we'll do
Do burn.
You want to do Burn?
That's your favorite.
I've got Burn.
Do Burn? Yeah, do that one. Hold on, don't do it yet though.
No, it's muted.
Oh, and then
Chill.
do
I got
how about
this under
Police
control.
State or Time to Kill?
A Time to Kill.
Really?
I
You're
love
in that,
that
kind
song.
of mood, huh?
I am.
Time to Kill. That's a crunchy song though.
It is.
I wish I
really
was in
like
here
that
for it,
one.
to be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Oh, that's
that one.
crunchy. Just hear that beginning riff right there.
That's like one of my favorites. Although until they get their new one, the NDAA one, that will be
Yeah.
my favorite.
Oh, I can't wait for the Indian.
We'll get that one before most people do. Like we'll get that one before the album's out, so that'll be cool.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, this is how you fix it, though. You know what, Danielle? I got to give you a little credit on this, by the way.
What?
I'm gonna give you credit right now before we go to break. I'm
Wow.
gonna give you credit. Should I give you credit before the break or after the break?
I don't know. Whenever you want.
I'll do it before the break.
Okay.
We had an argument about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, and it had to do with focus.
Uh-huh.
And I want to think that this healthcare idea ended up also because you wanted people to find the solutions to the stuff to be able to create the world
Right.
ourselves, right? Well, there's nothing better than this one.
Yeah.
Because the other thing that you can do, by the way, is you can incorporate a charity option in this thing too.
Absolutely.
Because then they will know where to go if they want to try to help somebody out that's kind of running out of money or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you want to put in for hardship, you got to give a story about your hardship is, and then people that might be donors will actually contact you, see what you need, and see if they can
Right.
see if they can hook you up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that, especially as libertarians, when we're saying, like, you know, we tend to have these big, grand, like, we're going to rid you of government, but I don't think the average person understands, well, what would happen in that, you know, what would happen. So if we bring them the solution, it makes us more credible to saying, let's get rid of government, you know, let's
Yeah.
rid ourselves of government.
We can't say the free market will find a solution. We have to come up with that
Right.
solution.
We have to be the
We have
solution.
to have the replacements ready. We
Right.
can't say, well, we'll figure it out. No, because people aren't ready to experiment.
Right.
They want to know what's
Well, they're
going
almost
on.
ready to experiment at this
They're
point.
getting close.
Almost. Anything's got,
But we
you
still
know,
Because
should
everybody
come up
else is like, fuck these guys.
You're
too.
right, though.
So-
You're right, though. You're right, though.
There
We still
are-
should come up with the idea.
there-
But they're a lot closer than you think, though, at this point.
There's a couple patches of road, you know, that just make absolute no sense. Like we have one near our house where like there's like 2 lanes that go in the same direction, but they go like 2 different ways to end up in the same spot. And I always want to take pictures of those spots that make no sense and
But
put
who
like
will fuck up the
who will
roads?
build the roads? Someone better than these fuckers.
Exactly. All right, well, we're going to do a double shot of Rebel Inc., so enjoy that. And this will be up Whiskey Alley, or Whiskey
Whiskey
Depot,
Depot.
Whiskey Depot's alley right here. I think it'll
Yeah.
be good. So if they're listening, these 2 are for you.
escape me. When no man, no wall can catch me. Yeah, yeah, I'll take the whole world and burn it down. Burn this life that you created to the ground. I said I'll take this whole world and burn it down. You pretend that you come to save me. But you hold me down to rape me. Wow, I'll take the whole world and burn it down. Burn this life that you created to the ground. I said I'll take this whole world and burn it down. This nation's fire is set, nothing can stop us now. Burn. Set the fire, set the fire, set the fire, sit back and watch it burn. I'll set the fire, I'll set the fire, I'll set the fire, sit back and I'll watch it burn. I'll set the fire, I'll set the fire, I'll set the fire, sit back and we'll watch it burn. I'll set the fire, I'll set the fire, I'll set the fire, sit back and watch it burn to the ground. I'll take the whole world and burn it down. Burn this life that you created to the fucking ground. I said I'll take this whole world and burn it down. This nation's fire is set, nothing can stop us now. Burn! 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 To the ground! So this is how the fucking great Americans died. Locked up in the houses where it's safe inside. Can't you all see that the war's going on? Right out in the streets on your own front lawn. Wake up everybody cause we've all been played. Open your eyes, you're no longer a slave. Only your bullet that can open our cage. And we all break free, we all break free. Yeah. There is a time to kill. While the hospitals turning ill people all away. Lack of healthcare, our insurance won't pay. Repossessed houses lined up in rows. Millions of citizens losing their homes. Government corruption is out of control. Stacking up profits, selling our souls, selling our freedom, selling our minds. How sick is this shit? Yeah. How sick is this? Come on. How sick is this shit?
God, I hope you like that song. That was a little Rebel Inc. with A Time to Kill. The one
I
before
love
that was
them.
actually a song called Burn, which is very nice. Love Rebel Inc. Also, another really, really good artist, Jordan Page. Tomorrow night, starting at 5 p.m. And this is at up in Hernando County. It's actually in Weeki Wachee. I'll give the address. 11181 Liberto Road. If you actually want to get a hold of me, I'll give you the Facebook page. I actually just posted it on my wall, so if you go to facebook.com, my page, which is alexander.snicker, you can find it there, and I'll be there tomorrow night. It'll be a fun time with Jordan.
And I would think that maybe Jordan will do a little time on our show Friday morning.
You think so?
Well, I mean, are we going to make him, like, stay in the living room?
Well, maybe not.
Well, he can't watch the show from there because if he gets on the internet, it'll kick us off.
That's true. That's a good point, by the way. I'll have to come in. You probably won't be
Hey,
feeling very
hey,
good.
we're gonna go do our show, and we're gonna use your song as our intro, but you're gonna have to sit here in the
Stay
living
out
room
here.
and watch
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
Exactly.
No, I would think that he will probably do a little time on the show on Friday morning.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Greg, did you hear who died, by the way?
I
Tom
did.
Clancy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you like Tom Clancy?
I did. I mean, I wasn't a huge diehard Tom Clancy fan, but I did like Tom Clancy. I read a couple of his novels. Like the video games more, like Splinter Cell and Rainbow Six 3. Those were fun.
How about The Hunt for Red October?
Oh yeah.
Was
yeah.
that a video game?
Oh, actually, it was a
No,
movie.
that was a movie.
I
They
know.
did make
It was a video
I
game
think
too,
they
and I
make
did
it-
like the
Okay.
video game.
I knew it was a movie as well. I
It
just
was.
didn't know if it was a video. I mean, like,
It was on the
I
Nintendo
have
Entertainment System.
heard of the movies before. I just haven't watched them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Off the rails.
We have a caller
We have a caller. So.
again.
Oh, I guess we should be talking. Oh, uh-oh. This can't be good. This can't be good at all. Sure, I'm in trouble for something.
I'm sure we've done something wrong.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah, it's just seriously, though. I really have just such a disdain for him.
For
I think that's one of my problems with the people that want to work in the GOP. Right there. It's actually like, why would you want to work with these people?
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's
hate-
what I don't understand.
You got to have the same hatred for him that I do. Hey, are you
Well,
there?
we have
Hello?
a caller on the line.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, caller. How are you? Do you care to
This
identify
is Dana
yourself?
Cummings. How are you?
Hey, Dana.
Hey,
How are you
Dana.
doing?
Well, I just heard you speaking of Jordan Page, fine artist, and I am very confused and being left out of the loop, and you guys know more information than I do, so please share with me.
Oh, share
Because all
share
I
the
know is
information. she
I'm
needs to
driving
know.
him to Tallahassee,
On Friday.
and then what happens from there.
I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out.
What do you mean you're not sure yet?
I'm not sure
I'm starting
yet.
to feel like a character in that. Okay, here I got a movie one for you, Alex.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a character in that the game. You know that movie?
I feel like I'm a character in a game. The
You
Truman
don't know
Show.
that movie?
The Truman Show?
Kind of,
I think
but
you
not
might.
the
I think you
Truman
might have.
Show.
I think you might have stumped me on this one. What is it?
The game? Oh my gosh! It's like one of 5 movies I've ever watched.
The Game.
Sean Penn's in it. I think that's what Ryan just said. I don't know how
The
great. I don't
Game.
trust his artist so well. It's like like Michael Douglas, and it's his birthday, and he goes to this building. And
Oh yeah, I do remember that one now. Okay, good job. Good
Yeah.
on that one. That's pulling deep.
You
That's
totally
going deep.
stumped
That's
Alex
going deep, man. That's
and
going
Greg.
deep.
They both kind of looked at each other like,
Because that's like one of my faves.
Touche,
My all-time
touche.
faves.
You know, you get a star
But
for that.
That's what
by
I'm
the way.
feeling like here. You guys just keep like, I'm like, it's like wait until tomorrow to open your next clue.
honestly, Dana, I don't know. I don't know. We haven't figured all of that out. So
So this is just welcome to the life of Danielle, where you run around and do 80 billion things.
yes,
until
and you never really
everyone
know
ragged.
Yeah.
which one is where you're gonna end up where.
Gotta feel bad
Oh.
for you.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's anyone better,
Well, until we can find somebody to actually
you.
become the. Oh no, did you find somebody?
What?
That's the overall eventer.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be adding somebody, and I think that it's gonna be helpful for everybody.
Yes, but yeah, right now I don't know because I was originally planned to kind of go with him the whole trip, and then kind of because the trip ended up on the same weekend that there's another event, some of the transportation issues haven't been completely cleared up because of that.
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds like the same story
Yeah.
I've gotten from you all.
Yeah.
At least you all are on the same page.
Yes. We all know that we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, everyone knows that we don't know. Awesome. I
So,
love it.
so don't feel bad. Nobody knows. We're not keeping you out of the loop. There just is no loop.
Okay. So if he's coming on your show on Friday morning, then maybe I shall pick him up from there.
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
you know, that would be a good thing to
Oh,
say.
here's the thing: is he's actually staying at our house on Thursday, which is why he'll be here for the show on Friday.
I know. Yeah, I knew that. And then I've gotten bombarded with work. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that I know. That's the So, sorry.
I mean, unless we're implying party at Danielle's house.
No.
No, hell no.
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 Not just no, but hell no.
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 There's a party that we will be at beforehand. That will be in Wiki Wachi. That's
Yeah.
the address that Alex just gave out.
Yeah.
So party there. But when it's time to sleep, nobody's coming over.
Yeah.
I mean, like a nerd party where where everyone goes and parties upstairs and we all gather around and actually get to work.
That is a nerd party.
That's what we did at convention.
I feel like such a nerd
Yeah.
at that time, but that's okay.
Our
I found
party,
another one
yeah.
called Medibig.com.
What?
Metabid.com.
You really are just obsessed with this. Like,
Yeah,
your
I'm really-
OCD is
yeah,
in overtime.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is where you put out what you need done and they bid on your business. I really don't understand how this works, considering you'd have to go to the doctor to figure out what's wrong with you to begin with in order for people to bid on your business, but I'm sure they got an answer for that crap. I'm sorry, Dana. Sorry about
Like, the fact, like, your obsessive compulsive behavior on this medical stuff is, like, beyond, like, your normal
I know.
obsessive
I'm like a medical
compulsive.
dictionary. Ask me, I'll give you the answer.
Oh, no, I don't think you
So
understand.
you can go,
No.
wait. You can go to the chair of the LPF for diagnosis.
Yeah.
And then go on to
Yeah.
Medibid to find the doctor that'll fix that.
Okay, you know what? You guys are scaring me now.
And I probably have the medicine to fix it at my house.
Well, that's what this thing is called. Well, look, I don't want to go back into this subject again.
I didn't
I'm
go
sorry
to
about
medical
that.
school, and I'll pass the savings on to you.
Oh, that's wrong.
I like
That's just wrong. That's totally wrong.
How come I feel like you guys even whisper behind my back when I'm on the same line?
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure out how to create a profile on Medibid
I am
now.
Oh
the
my
puppet,
gosh!
I'm the puppet.
Sorry.
As if you over there Facebooking isn't bad enough. Now you're creating accounts on Medibid.
Oh, not yet though. Look, Look, we need to talk people about the solutions, baby. This is America. This is America.
Well,
It's
I'm
a
outside. You got me out here smoking a clove because when I hear
Nice.
Alex starts to yell,
Well,
it's
don't
like
come to me for
Pavlov,
medical
and I have to
advice.
smoke a clove.
Don't come to me for medical advice for sure, because I would tell you just have a cigarette. You'll be all right.
No, I would never go to you
Don't
for
do
medical
that.
advice.
No,
Okay.
never. For a lot of different kinds of advice, I would not go to me for. To be honest with you.
Yeah, there's
No.
very few issues that I would actually say go to
Clothing-
Alex for advice on.
Clothing's a no-go. Now, bags is a go. Bags is a go.
If you need advice on buying a bag,
Yeah, I'm a guy.
If
I'm
you
a
need
guy to
advice
see.
on anything, you just go to Danielle.
Well, no, I'm the expert on the bags. I am the bag expert.
you are the
in
bag
this whole
expert.
thing.
Unless you get like now designer handbags,
Now,
that
you'd
would
have
be me.
You'd have me in designer bags, but when it comes to utility and function, though, I think I got you.
Yes,
If you need advice on how to carry your stuff, Alex is the man to
right.
go to.
But if you
I'll
just
show you
want
how to fill
like
your shit up in that thing.
if you just want something fashionable, that would be me again.
That true. If fashion's getting into any part of this, then don't come to me.
yeah.
But
No, I think
You know,
that
whatever.
it's safe to say I would just go to Danielle for anything.
probably good. Bet.
That's probably not a bad idea. If it needs to go to Alex, it'll get to Alex.
Unless it's how to fill out a government form, because Danielle never sees those anymore.
I do not. We actually went through the like, this is how Obamacare will like, this is how they'll penalize you, and they're like, it'll suspend your driver's license or take from your bank account.
Good.
And I was like, oh, I don't have any of those things.
Do all of that. Do all of that and more.
And then it was like, you know, it could take it out of your tax returns, and I'm like, oh, I don't have any of that stuff. I'm good.
I don't file taxes, and years before that, when I did, you took all my money back. That you double dipped on my financial aid, and you garnished my wages, and you incarcerated me for most of the time. So Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
I'm telling you, man. We should not have any. Again, I do think we got to come up with solutions. We got to present solutions, but we
Yes.
shouldn't have any respect for these people that are up there right now.
No.
No, fuck those
Very,
guys.
very few. Well, that's why. Look, that's why you got to have other people up there that do that stuff because you got to have somebody talking to them.
Well, I do.
I ain't talking to
No,
them.
no,
I got
no.
nothing
You
to
would
say
be
to 'em.
horrible
No,
for that.
fuck
I got
those
nothing
guys.
to say to you. I got you guys. Hey, you know what I got to say to you? Don't leave town.
Don't
Because
leave town.
when we start the trials, I want to make sure you're close. In case we got to bring you back to ask you a couple questions, or maybe to give you a vacation in Club Stark. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna have a lot of room in there because all the nonviolent drug offenders. We're gonna let those people go, and anybody charged with a victimless crime, we're basically gonna let those people go to make room for you, politician. Because we're gonna find out what you did
Obamacare-
wrong. And we're gonna get you.
Wait, Obamacare could end the war on drugs. Because it has to take all the
Obamacare
people out
might
of
end the
jail.
war on drugs. Look, these guys are seriously going to break the system, and all we got to do is create. And it's already being created. Doesn't really require us.
No.
I'm hopeful tonight, man.
Well, I mean-
hope, baby, hope.
I do have to say, with all the things that they do, like the biggest recruitment tool for the Libertarian Party is the current people in office.
Yeah.
Like they do more than we could ever do to convince people that they're libertarians.
Oh, you hate these guys? Come join us.
That's why they're so brazen now. They're on overdrive trying to figure out a way to stop it. They're like, if we just tell the biggest possible lie, maybe they'll start believing us again. Like, I'm going to go over, I'm going to jump the shark on lie. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dane. I'm sorry.
No
I will
joke.
talk over you.
Tonight on the news, they were like interviewing people in the street to see what they said, and everyone was like, "This is dumb. I hate the government." And I was pausing the TV and writing their names down so I can find them.
Yeah.
Now that is a
Yeah.
dedicated chair of the Libertarian Party of
That's what I
Florida.
do.
She
I
will
will
write
find
your
them.
name down and stalk you to get you to
I mean,
come over to the
in-
party.
in the Hillsborough County area. I will find you.
Hey, this reminds me, Danielle.
Yes.
We need to have on pascolp.org site a list of like that one guy's group of charity organizations.
Yes.
We need to have all the ones that don't take taxpayers' money on our website.
Okay.
Just make a mental note of that.
I will make. I love how we go through like little, plans while we're on air.
Just
You
make
know,
a
the
mental-
to-do
yeah.
list.
Well, just make it. That's a good idea, though. Let's make a mental
It
note
is
of that.
no, it is a good idea. So I
So,
will. I
God
will
bless
remember
America.
that.
God bless America.
And make sure if
And if
you
you don't like
agree
it,
with
you're
us
racist.
and you're like, fuck these guys, go and sign up for the LP at lp.org.
Oh, Greg, bring it back, Libertarian Greg.
LPF.org.
LPF.org. Well, I'm going global, baby. We're streaming live on the internet.
He's worldwide webbing it. He's worldwide webbing
They-
it.
Wide webbing it.
People could be listening to us from anywhere.
Schnoogans.
Snoogans.
He's got a shirt. that says
Snoochie
Schnoogans.
boochies.
I got to get a Mallrat shirt, to be honest with you.
You
Yeah.
gotta get a what shirt?
A Mallrat shirt.
This is a mall.
Did you get like that at Spencer's?
I don't remember where I got it. I
Oh,
think I
well,
did get
Alex,
it at the
when you're
mall.
getting rid of your shirts, you can give me one of that. You still owe me.
Oh, I do
Oh
still
yeah,
owe you a
we
shirt, don't we?
still owe her a shirt.
Damn it, we still owe you a shirt. We suck.
You owe me a shirt.
We suck. We suck.
How do
Like
we
a
owe you
long
a
time.
shirt?
A
I think if you give it
constitutional
to me now, it's
insurgent
going to ruin
shirt.
the joke.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. No.
Or give it to me.
I'll still give it to you. I'll still give it to you. That's all right. You win. You're the second caller. That was the prize for the night. If somebody gets a free T-shirt.
You want it?
I'm telling you, man. I'm really pumped up about this healthcare thing.
He is. He's like on overdrive with OCD. Like just everything
Well,
over
there's
on
stuff
his
out
screen.
there, though. I'm finding more stuff out there. The more you research,
I
it's just
know,
hard to
but the
find.
funny thing is like we're on air and you're still researching a subject you don't even want to keep bringing up on air.
Yeah, I know. But
Bring
I
it
keep
up.
doing
Bring it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be careful. Don't slip and fall until you find out all these answers.
That's
Because you
true.
opted out of Obamacare.
I never opted at all.
He never opted out. Actually,
I ain't opted at all. I'm not going to your site. I ain't signing your stuff.
It's all right. It doesn't work.
You can't handle the million people you got going there now.
I went onto the site and then I went to like the first thing and it was like, these are the 4 easy steps. And it's like, you will give us all this information. And that's like step 1. And they make it like happy. Like, you'll give us all this information. I was like, yeah, I'm not going any further. Just the fact you told me I'm going to give you information makes me not want to move any further on your site.
These guys
Fuck you guys.
These guys sugarcoat it
Fuck
like
you
you've never. Look, we went to this thing Monday night. Hold on, I gotta
Oh,
tell
yeah,
the story.
we gotta
Monday
tell
night.
this story.
I'm not gonna tell the whole story.
Do
I'm
we
just
want to
gonna
keep
tell
Dana
cops
on the line?
Oh,
While
no,
yeah,
Dana,
yeah.
hold on. No, let's talk to Dana. Dana, what else you got going on there?
Oh, I was getting ready to listen to his story.
Oh,
But
okay. all right. I'll give the story. Then. All right, so we go to this place Monday night.
It's a town hall meeting in our local area.
Catherine Starkey's putting it on. One of the people they bring up, though, is a
And fuck her too, by the way.
Yeah. And one of the spokesmen that was up there was a guy from the sheriff's office. Now, if you're not familiar with Pasco County, they have the START program.
Which is the sheriff's targeted area response team.
Yeah. What do they do, Danielle? What organizations what government agencies get all together to go out and commandeer a neighborhood?
What they do is they shut down a whole entire neighborhood, and then they stop every car that goes in and out. But they bring the Child Protective Services, code enforcement, the police, the Department of
Animal
the Police,
control.
Yeah, animal control, but also the people who serve warrants and arrests. They do those. They do. The probation office comes out there. Every government agency that will harass you, even code enforcement and building inspectors and all that, are all there. Plus the mounted police, the motorcycle police, and just the regular
They have
agents.
mounted police?
Yeah, Pasco County has mounted police.
Man, everybody who makes you go, fuck these guys, shows up. Huh?
right.
Now, what happens is that we asked this guy to explain this program
And
to
where he
everybody,
got the
basically,
authority to
and
do
where they
this.
got the authority to be able to do this. Now, he talked me down a little bit. Where you're only when you're in this kind of town hall format, it's not like you can just pine off at the mouth forever because you're just asking questions at this point. So it's a Q&A session. So you're bound by the rules of Q&A. Because he got the last word on this one, which really sucked because he lied. But he
did.
goes up and basically says, "Well, we only bring the horses out there for the kids. You know, like the kids, like they're a traveling amusement park
Right.
for people.
He
Like
says-
that's what it is. This whole thing was done to be an amusement park for a whole. Oh, and by the way, a couple people got arrested.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, we brought out the police. The kids loved it. They were out looking at the
were thanking us.
horses. And we brought code enforcement out there for the kids." And that was like the big snafu because he said he brought code enforcement out for the kids.
Man, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Cereal.
And so he was just like, and people were just thanking us. And I'm like, now, we tend to oppose things quite loudly in a room, even though it's not our turn to speak anymore. So I'm like, well, those people weren't appreciative of you. And now people are starting to look at us. And Alex is going, he just lied. He lied, right? And I'm like, yes, he lied. And we're loud. It's not like we're quiet people. We don't need microphones like that guy had. Everyone in the room heard us say, yes, he did just lie.
They totally lied. It was amazing. I was like, I can't believe this is what we're dealing with. But for our sheriff in Pasco County, he actually does videos and then puts the guys behind it, the undercover officers, puts them in the videos, but puts them in ski masks to try to be more intimidating.
So it's like a fucking
Like a
Al-Qaeda
terrorist.
movie.
like a terrorist. That's exactly what
So,
it is.
and then-
that video is used to
Intimidate.
terrorize
Yeah.
and intimidate. That's the definition of terrorism in my opinion.
Because they had these guys in these big black ski masks after this sheriff's targeted response team went out to a neighborhood.
No, that was because of a drug bust.
Oh, okay. Well, it was because of a drug bust. They have these guys. And he was asked, like, why did you have the guys in the mask? And he's like, well, we have to protect their identity because they're undercover
So
officers.
how about you just keep them off the fucking camera?
Don't put them on TV. That's the best way to protect their identity. Don't put them on the freaking TV.
Yeah.
Fuck these guys.
I know, I'm telling
I'm
you.
telling
They're
you,
just
it
horrible
really is,
all day.
It really is horrible. But you know what? The good thing is, like I said, they're making more libertarians by the day. So God bless. I'm going to start thanking them. I'm going to say thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your evilness because it is your evilness that is convincing people to go libertarian. So
Yes.
they've realized that both sides will do all of this stuff. It is your fault that they believe that, and I'm going to make sure to remind them of that and then just let people know to vote libertarian and opt out. And here's
And
a way
fuck
to do
those
it.
guys.
And fuck those guys.
And that too.
Yeah.
Anything else, Dana?
No, I'm trying to think of where I can wear one of these masks to. I'm thinking we can all come into some kind of meeting wearing a mask and make a statement.
Yeah, I don't really. Here's the thing, man. You know what? I want you to know who I am.
Yeah.
You know what? There's
I
some
do.
people.
I want them to
I
know who I
appreciate
am.
people's willingness to be anonymity on this stuff. But you know what? Don't screw you. You know who I am. Fuck you.
You mean anonymous?
Anonymity or anonymous.
A C anonymity.
You know, man. I don't know what people are talking about. You know, man. We gotta take a break.
No, we don't.
Oh, I want to have a cigarette anyway. I'll let you guys talk. Let Dana, what you got going on? Hold on. Hey, Dana, why don't you cover for me while I go get a drink and a cigarette? No,
All
I'm
right.
kidding. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that because
All
you
right.
guys, they looked at me like,
Go
don't leave the
smoke.
room.
And then me and Danielle will, you know.
You got to deal with Greg
This
Schnuggins.
is my Royal Highness, and we need to speak.
I'm staying now.
I have to say, like so far in the last couple weeks, I was by the same person who I guess was trying to insult me. He called me very young and also a princess, and I'm still waiting for what part of that was the insult.
You young princess.
What did I say? I said it to someone. I'm like, damn right. And it's
She
at that time someone started realizing I needed to be treated like royalty.
She tried to push you away or get a date.
I don't know. I was confused. Like, if that's the best he's got, man, he needs to get better at working in insults.
I mean, he said the same to me. I was young, and I was like, I didn't know how old he was, and I was thinking, oh, all right. And then Danielle was like, he's just a year older than us. And I was,
Yeah, he's
Thinking,
he's 1 year
oh.
older. We're screwed on our next birthday, I guess, because we can't be counted as young anymore.
I mean, jeez, this is our last time around. Oh my goodness.
Starting next year, man, and mine's in January. Starting in like 3 months, I'm now old.
Mine's in May, so you're old before I am. So that means that I expect you to say "young lady" to me after that point.
For those 4 months in between.
You guys got problems.
That's the way it should go.
Is this what we're doing now? Is this what we're doing?
Well, you can chime in at any time if you'd
Now I'm
like to
looking for a
change
new
it.
profile cover of my Facebook page.
I really don't like the picture that you use.
Why don't you just
I
go
know,
smoke a cigarette?
I know. Oh, this one. This is my favorite.
No,
though.
I don't like that one
Hold
either.
on, I'm gonna crop it up though. I'm just gonna do it here.
Alex, I want to make a fund that people can donate to buy you a new suit so you don't wear these camo pants anywhere that apparently are so politically.
Probably in a month. You know what? Honestly, I'm probably gonna buy.
it.
I'll probably buy some in a month. To be honest with you.
No, and you have a suit, and it and it's nice and everything.
I like your suit.
Yeah, but
I
you know,
like it.
when you go to certain events, it's like, you don't always need to wear a suit. So there's certain events that we go to that you don't wear a suit. And apparently camo pants make you look like you belong in a tea party, I guess.
It doesn't matter. Haters
I
gotta
don't know,
hate, man.
because I mean, I think I've had I have a pair of maternity camo pants, so I don't know what that says.
Hey, you know what? I was
And,
there. I was there to give instructions on how to grow this political party, and I was very good at
one
doing.
point,
I was very good at doing
thought
the
they
job.
were cool.
Hey, look.
I like camo.
I'm not there to give fashion advice. First off, I'm there to actually give training to these people. Not just training, but to let people know, give them
I
information.
thought in your platform it said, the whole like Roger Stone thing. Like that isn't you that did the fashion and Vogue had the fashion.
No, look. That's actually one part of Roger Stone I actually like is the fashion. Look, guy does dress nice. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I mean, that's a good thing. He should have a fashion show.
You should have spoke to him before you went to go speak to the affiliate meeting. Obviously.
Hey, look, if this guy. Hey, look,
From the
I'll
beginning
bet you
up
this guy
to the
knows how to
present.
put organized crap. I'd love to hear him do it. He doesn't want to do it, so What can you do? What can you do? Oh gosh, that's scary.
Oh, yeah.
That was scary. I
What are
didn't
you
like that.
looking at
I
over
don't know.
there?
I'm looking. I'm multitasking.
People who need Obamacare.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, man. This is gonna
Oh
work.
my gosh.
This is gonna work, man. There's a lot of stuff already out there already.
I know.
I'm looking, man.
I
This is
know.
very
You've been
interesting.
telling me all night.
Whatever, man. I'll smoke a cigarette. I don't care.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Compelling radio, I tell you.
It is compelling radio.
You know, Adrian calls us every once in a while, and like we have these little conversations where half of our conversation is actually just sounds; it's not actual words. And Adrian is like, "This house is insane. Like you guys don't even like you've gotten to the point where you don't even say words to each other."
Yeah. Makes sounds, man. Oh man, Europe, the final countdown. What a song that was, by the way.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The final
Oh
countdown.
yes,
Maybe that we
I
see.
actually do know what that song. I do know that song.
There you go.
There you go. See, look at that. I wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at music though.
Yeah, you're getting better. Anything else, Dana?
Okay, second question, or third or fourth. I don't know what number I'm on. But am I going to ride with you guys to the national convention?
That I don't
I mean, we want to see if we're going to get a van or not. I hope we get a van.
We're not gonna get a van.
I hope we find enough people to get a van.
Okay.
Here's the thing: if you get like 12 or 15 people to do this
think
all
it's
together,
cheaper?
you actually everybody puts in on a van. You take the van up there.
Okay.
That means you can split off driving. You can go longer. A lot of stuff.
All right. That's fine. I don't care.
And it's just to drive up there. I mean, you can,
So let's
what's that?
find someone with a van.
No. You don't want to do that because you no,
Rent an RV.
no, way too
No.
much in gas.
Yeah.
The gas makes it.
It's like 9 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, you need just a big, huge, 15 passenger van, and you can do it. If you find 30 people, you can do 2 15 passenger vans. But you rent the vans. You know why? Because you want to make sure they work. Somebody else
Well,
got a
you wanna make sure we
van.
can afford them.
No,
Yeah.
everybody would only pay a little bit of money, and it would be like paying $100. It's
All right.
it's cheaper to
I've
do it that
obviously
way
not
than
dealt
to.
with vans that many times.
What's that?
I said I've obviously not dealt with getting vans that many times.
Well, the same as renting a car. I mean, it's just a van. It costs you more money, but
Yeah.
you just got to do that though. You just need. Well, honestly, we do it in groups of 15 almost, or maybe 14 or 13. You only have to do it in. I mean, it's a number more than 10.
Okay.
Well, let's get a group. How many do we need? Let's get it going.
Well, I don't want to get it going while I'm on our show live on the air.
Yeah, hey, anybody who's
Yeah.
listening, you want to throw in
I
on the van to
I
convention?
already got yelled at for the healthcare thing. So
And after that's over, we're going to follow the dead around the country.
oh, you want to do that? I'll do that.
Oh man.
We're gonna follow them everywhere, man. When they go to Woodstock, man, we're gonna be there, man. When they go down to Atlanta, we're going there too, man.
I know a guy in Philly that's got some great ass.
Is that Greg doing that voice?
No, the first one was me. The second one was Greg. So
No way. That
I
was
can
Greg.
tell you it was not me.
no, it was me.
It was not
Yeah,
me.
it wasn't me.
Yeah, it was you.
Dana doesn't believe you, so
Well, it was you.
there you go.
I have my suspicions about you.
Okay.
Most people do.
Yeah, that happens. But we're no, it's
So,
gonna
yeah,
be.
well,
We'll just we'll
basically,
roll.
I need to go, and I need to like scrape up my pennies and coins over here. Now that I'm broke from taking on this very high-paying job.
Well, hold on. How much is
Libertarian
when is
Party
when is the
It's
I
in
need to
June.
go.
yeah? When is it?
It's in June.
Where is
June? Oh, we got time.
Yeah.
It's in
We
Ohio.
got time. It's
It's
in Ohio. You want to go, Greg?
it? I might.
Really?
I might.
Oh man, we'll
That'd
never
be
get you back
cool.
then.
That. Yeah, the worst thing.
Like, I really don't want. We'll
Wait.
never get you back, Greg. Damn it! Why would you do this?
You want to get me back in the party, and
Yeah,
you're
not
gonna take
that
me to
one.
national.
The
convention.
worst way to get you back into the party is to take you to the national
You know what? I'm
convention.
gonna tell you right now. I think I'm actually gonna disagree on this one. I think that next year you'll actually see a whole lot of people like us there.
No, I do. I actually think you will. I'm actually excited.
I do too.
This will be this year was my first state convention that I was able to go
Oh,
to,
good for you.
and then next year it'll be the first national convention that I'll be able.
I've
to
only
go
been to
to
one national convention, so
Right. So
I don't know.
I'm
I've only been to
excited.
one state one, and this will be my first national one.
it's so funny.
So we're all like newbies.
Here's what I like about that, by the way, about people that haven't been going to these same conventions for a long time, is that the perspective that people
That
will
we're
have
coming
will
in
be
to
very
take
fresh.
over the party.
Well, no. Hold on. No, I'm not talking about that. Actually, what I'm talking about is it's going in there with a fresh set of eyes.
Yeah.
Because I think if there's one thing that's needed right now, it's actually a fresh set of eyes on a lot of these things. Because if you've been in a party for a long period of time, I think that you will end up kind of, I know this is going to sound weird to say this way, but being institutionalized within the party, and that you don't see the track for growth anymore because you've been in it too long to understand that the population has adjusted in such a way in which they're much more welcoming to your message. You just have to go out there and kind of give it to them,
Yeah.
but they don't take into account how dumbed down the population is. So how you have to make the message itself a more dumbed down one, a more easy one, and also one that takes time to get there. Like again, but I think it's like providing the volunteer. I think this is where the voluntarists have it right in that I think that when it comes to the solutions, we need to be talking about the voluntary solutions to it,
Right.
not just the free market will take care of it. That's a dumb way to go about saying it. Giving the actual solution is what we need to do a lot more of. That's a non-governmental solution. But that kind of doesn't really coincide with the political party and the fact that the political party is there for the politics of it. What
Yeah.
we need to do is go find the solutions and promote the other people that are doing it.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
my 2 cents.
I guess you're right. In a way.
But I like the fresh. I like the fresh look, though. I think we need the freshness, and that's why I think it's
Oh,
good.
for sure.
You know, again, after 3 or 4 conventions, I don't want you to be in charge anymore. You know, now you've been institutionalized.
3
You
or
got to find
4.
somebody else. We
3
got to
or
find
4
somebody else.
conventions.
Like everybody gets one run. I only want one run at this. I
I'm
only
done
wanna do
after
it
this
one.
one.
I mean, I'll still
Yeah,
help the
I'm
party and stuff, but I just
pretty
don't want to
done
be.
with
I don't want to
y'all.
be in charge forever. I didn't take this job to be in charge
No,
forever.
I'm done after this one. My election is up in 2014, and I will not be seeking a new term.
Yeah, I think that's the thing people don't understand.
Oh, I want to run for something in like 2018, and knowing my organizational skills, unless Lynn House is going to be by my side, it's going to take me about that long to get things together.
Well, even you got to figure out what level of government you'd want to do it at.
Yeah.
I mean, we had this conversation on Tuesday night. What level, like, what is your passion when it relates towards government, Dana? Is it local, state, or federal?
It's state house.
So you think like
Yeah.
a state house seat then?
Yeah, I just need to find one that I can take.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one to go. Be honest with you, that's a good one to go into. Look, I mean, you got to take some of the hardest working people in this party who actually maybe not liked by the EC, but if you can walk your area by
Yeah.
yourself, if your dedication's right on it, you really can.
Oh, yeah.
You don't really need anybody
I
else.
almost do.
You know what I mean? But like in a systematic way, though, like in a Franklin Perez kind of way. I mean, no. In
my
this,
God.
in this area, there is no one better at doing what he does than Franklin Perez.
Yeah.
Franklin's only problem is that he's the one answering the door.
Then when they answer the
Yeah,
door,
when they
it's
answer
him.
the door, it's him. The only problem. Because he doesn't have the. I don't understand why he doesn't have the attitude for it. I don't know why you keep doing it. But I think he's trying to Chinese water torture his area because
His constituents.
The same people have seen him like 6 times. Eventually, they're going to vote for him just to shut him up.
Just to keep him from
He might
coming back
win.
to the door.
Give
Frank-
this man his hookers and blow and shut him up.
Please get him away from us. Send him to
Well,
Tallahassee.
hear this. I own property in Tallahassee, and I can move anywhere I want. So let's
You know what?
figure out where I need to go.
Here's the thing, though. Where is what you would consider to be home in Florida, though?
I don't have a home. I'm just a wanderer.
Well, yeah, but here's the
Just
thing,
here
though.
to
You're
stay.
gonna. Where do you want to start having a home in Florida? Then how about that?
Somewhere in the Tampa Bay area.
So somewhere around Tampa, then, right?
Yes.
I mean, if that's the case, then stay house in that area. You got to the area that you want to live in. You got to find out who their representative is, and then you got to start following that representative. See what they're voting on. See what they ain't voting on. See which way you'd go, which way they'd go, and then just keep talking about them. Communicate with that person too. You can do that. Send it via email of what vote they should do, what vote they shouldn't do. And then you have built all the information that you need in order to go after that person. Like, we need individuals to target individuals. Like, we need people to
find the weakest state rep.
Well, no.
in
I
the
mean, here's the
area.
thing.
Well, just the one that you find beatable.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, you can move around. I'm not necessarily as in favor of the move around stuff because I think that's. I like the people that live in it. Like, I want somebody from Newport Richie to represent Newport Richie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want somebody coming out from. Like, that's how we got. That's how we got the punk with a badge and a gun now. So.
Yeah, but the way that the districts are, I mean, you can move 6 miles across town, and
Oh, please. I know. I can move across the street and be in another district.
That's true.
The most
Yeah,
annoying
so-
thing
No,
ever.
depending on where you live, that's a real possibility. So, I mean, look, you just got to be, and where you're at though, like in Hillsborough, you're going to run in some Dems. There'll be good challenges right there. Because I'd rather run against the Dem, to be honest with you, than a Republican.
Yeah, me too.
Republican can't,
Yeah.
Democrat
I've
can't
been
use my
looking it
lines,
up
and I can
from
use
where I
theirs.
am right here.
It's the opposite with Democrats. Look, libertarians should do much better against Democrats and taking their base because we actually understand that portion of it of wanting to take care of those less fortunate.
That what?
That portion of it, that passion of it. Like, I can out left you on the left. You know what I mean? Like, I can go, oh no, the corporations are evil. That's why you shouldn't give them any.
The corporations are so evil they shouldn't have any involvement in government at all.
Yeah.
Government gives them
Right.
no power, gives them no money.
Yeah.
They get no favor. There you go. Oh, well, we don't want to go that far now, do we?
I wrote that somebody was talking about the healthcare bill. I guess I still got some pro-Obama people on it for the healthcare thing, and I actually wrote on that thing. I'm like, you know what, man? It is not. That's the other part. What really irks me about these people is not these people. I guess I couldn't say, but what some people, the central planners, what really irks me about them is that they think that they're on the moral high ground. That's so offensive. You know, it really is. Is it really on the moral high ground that you actually vote so people will steal money from other people to give it to other people? Like, does that make you good that that it's a cop using a badge and a gun to enforce these laws? Or do you just not want to get your feet dirty? Like, you'll eat a steak, but you'll get mad at the butcher for the way he cut it up. But you're still eating the damn steak. Like, screw you.
Fuck these guys.
Yeah, exactly. That is the theme of the show today.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it
it's
really
racism,
is.
and sometimes it's, that. I'm almost having a hard time saying it. I don't know why.
Why not?
That
I don't
is,
know.
it
It's
is
weird.
odd that you
Fuck
can,
you guys. Oh, there you go. All
there
right.
you go.
I
Because you
cracked
kind of
it.
said it a few times at first, and then you like stopped.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to get gratuitous with it, though.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can't help it.
Well, be honest with you, tonight's one of those nights where you got because you got to look at all the dick moves that they've made in the past 48 hours.
Michelle Obama's Twitter account is shut
Yeah.
down. Fuck you guys.
Because she lost 16 of her
But
assistants.
she still got 6 of them.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't.
And one of them can't update Twitter, apparently.
Yeah. All the Twitter people had to go. They were non-essential. The Facebook
Well,
people
yeah,
had to stay though.
the Twitter people were non-essential. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, we agree
16
there.
assistants were non-essential.
Yeah, we agree there. You know.
Can you tell me any kind of organization besides government that keeps non-essential employees on the payroll in the first fucking place?
Not that I know of.
Like, especially an organization that is trillions of dollars in debt, like more debt than they could ever pay off.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but still have non-essential employees. Like, the fact that they have a list of non-essential employees, like, should tell us that they had a list of people they could have cut a long time ago.
Yeah. And for those people that have those jobs that are non-essential, take it as the warning that it should be. Because eventually this chef's going to close down and not open back up. You might want to find other employment.
Yeah, I think
know what?
everybody who's furloughed right now should be looking for another job.
In that way, I totally agree with the anarchists, by the way. And I'm trying to find a way that I can agree with the anarchists more, and that's one of the ways. Is that we all should just be opting out of everything we possibly can. Just opt out, man. Just
Well, yeah.
We're going to start opting out of everything. Build the better mousetrap. If this society will be better because of voluntary actions, I do think at this point you actually can start doing some of those voluntary actions.
Yes.
Because it's that broken now. Like, it's broke to the point where there's no government advantage anymore. They've screwed and squandered any of the perceived advantage that they would have had. Any response to that, Greg? Respond, Greg Bowen!
Damn. It's like the great and powerful Oz over there.
What say you, Mr. Bowen?
I'm at a loss now.
Damn it.
Like,
I would have had
caught
something,
him
but
off
you
guard
threw
because
me
you're all
off.
like, respond right now. Just
You
spit
put me on the
screen.
spot. I can't work under pressure, man.
I forgot, though, the McLaughlin Group.
What?
No, the name of it was I did a reference, actually. That actually was a reference. Respond, Greg Bowen. That was actually a reference to the McLaughlin
You were
Group.
in a movie?
No, it's not a movie. It was a show. It's a TV show.
You
It's
were
actually
in a
still running
TV
now.
show?
No, I wasn't in a TV show. It's a
I'm
political.
talking Greg Bowen because you said that in the TV show. They said, respond, Greg Bowen.
I was in a TV show. It wasn't that one, though.
You know what, Danielle? Whatever.
Fuck these guys.
I'm gonna put you on pace with Gunter. Nah, I'm just kidding.
How you doing, Dana?
I wouldn't. Yeah, Dana. What? Anything else, Dana? I'm sorry. I think she's gone.
For me.
Oh,
I'm just
she's-
listening to you guys ramble on.
Oh,
She's
sorry.
just
You're rambling.
listening.
You're rambling. We apologize.
She's like, I don't have a delay if I could just stay on the phone.
At any rate, this show is purely for just ourselves anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It
And
totally
those that
is.
call in, like if you call in and want to talk to us, and it's almost like, hey, if you want to talk to us, then for sure from Wednesday nights from 10:30 to 12:30, like you can call and we'll talk.
You can call.
Like Dana actually had like legitimate questions to ask. All right, so what are we doing with the Jordan Page thing?
Like, it was just like, it was not even radio questions. Like, that totally
Yeah.
should have been an off-air conversation.
Yeah, everything Dana asked was an off-air conversation, but because we haven't responded to her yet, she figured she'd put us on the
half
spot.
of it this morning.
Yeah, I know. I didn't give you the
Oh,
answer
probably
to
what?
anything.
Because I was,
Well,
I
'cause
was
I don't
sick.
know. Yeah.
She's like, oh, they're not answering their phones. They won't give me an answer. I know where they are.
I
right
know where they
now.
are. I'll call into the show.
Yeah, there you go.
I
There
found
go.
you.
Where's my $2?
I want my $2.
I don't know that one.
Oh, really? Better Off Dead.
Better off dead.
I've never
It's
even
a
heard
John
of that.
Cusack movie. It's like a
Movie, yeah.
Well, it was like a who's that director at the time? Who's the same guy did like Breakfast Club, right? And Hughes?
John Hughes.
John Hughes, a John Hughes movie.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller Day Off. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I have heard of that movie.
That's a great movie. I saw it in the
Bueller.
movie theaters.
Did you?
Bueller.
Yeah, Bueller.
I know that part of it.
Bueller.
I've seen
She's
that part
sick.
of it.
Or he's sick. I won't do the whole thing though. 'Cause I
Because
know
you
it
can,
be-
can't you?
Oh, I
You
totally
can do
can.
the whole thing.
Oh, my best friend's boyfriend's brother's girlfriend heard from this guy who knows his kid who's going with the girl who saw Ferris pass out at 31 Flavors last night. Guess it's pretty serious. Thank you, Simone. No problem whatsoever. Fry. When Cameron was in Egypt's land.
Okay,
let
okay.
He could do
my
the whole
enough,
thing.
Go.
Yeah, it's insane.
This is like my Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's too funny. Anything else, Dana? Or is
No, that's all.
that all you got? She's done after that.
We'll talk to you later.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Motion to adjourn, please.
Yeah,
Motion to
adjourned.
adjourn.
That's adjourned. Consider it adjourned.
There we go. We got the. Do people hear that on air? Or is that just
no,
us?
I mute that. So
Oh, so-
sometimes I've missed it, but
So nobody hears that.
no, it's the Skype bubble. I mute it. I take
So for anyone who doesn't hear what I talk about every time I say I love that little bubble sound, there's an actual bubble sound.
Oh,
if
they
you've
know.
ever
in the
used
car.
Skype, you know
Most
the
people have
sound.
used Skype at one point.
I've
or
never
another.
used Skype until the show.
Well,
Oh, well, sorry for your luck.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing that I never use Skype.
Yeah.
You want to get high?
My favorite South Park character ever.
I love that.
what do you use,
Mr. Towie.
Yeah.
Tally. Don't forget to bring a towel.
When you get out of the pool, you grab a towel to get dry.
You want to get high?
When you get out.
I should never play with the South Park sound effects.
No, that's awesome. No, do it again. Do it again. Do it again. You got another one? Do another one. Screw it. What? Whoa!
Oh!
Whoa! Eric Cartman going a little too far. What else is on there? Anything else? There's a lot. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well, no, that's the cop, not.
Oh, that's-
Oh,
Okay.
that's Mr. Oh, crap. What's his name?
Mr. Mackey?
Mr. Bob Brady.
Oh, Bob Brady.
Or Officer Bob Brady.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, South Park really. Oh, what a great show that was.
Now, I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do know South Park.
Yeah, South Park is good, by the way. South Park is really good. I do enjoy that show very much so.
We were watching the show the other night, weren't we?
Love it, man. I really do. It is. I will tell you this, though, that the movie... You know how Carlin used to talk about how he was just watching the show?
Yeah.
Right.
God, do you know how much funner that would be?
If you could just sit back and watch.
Like, if you didn't care enough to where you were just like,
Yeah.
there's nothing I can do about it, we're just going to let it
I
go.
think about it all the time.
Yeah. I just run into problems when I think of that way. I'm like, I can't do that.
I can't do it. I wish that I could. My life would be a lot less busy and probably less headaches, but my conscience wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah. That's a great one. Office Space.
Sorry.
No, that's a good one. I like that one. That was a good movie on a couple different levels.
Not really at liberty to talk about.
All right, so it's 12:26
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna?
12:27.
or
Do-
12:27 now.
No.
We figure we got time for one more story.
One more story from Alex.
No, from you, Greg?
From me.
You got a story? You got a story you want to tell? Or Danielle, you got a story you want to
No.
tell? See, this is the problem here, is that I do try to pass it off like I'm passing the ball, and you don't have a story to go with the ball.
Okay, wait a minute.
I think everything sucks and I hate everybody. So,
I'm always
Not
with
helpful.
you. So your stories, like, I mean, obviously not your Marine stories. I wasn't there. But, like, I don't have anything that's happened that hasn't been a story that we've told on air.
Yeah, all right, we'll go with that. I'll go with that.
I've just been making fun of the government. For
Oh, well,
2 days.
let's do a little bit of a pool here, though. Let's see about a pool here. See if we can go time
Okay.
frame. When does the government actually? When do they get this fixed? How long are they going to let this thing go?
You mean the shutdown? That
Yeah,
is
how long
not
is it?
actually
Yeah,
shutting
whatever-
anything
whatever
down.
you want.
How
call
long
this.
till the Smithsonian opens? How long till I could go see George Washington's wooden teeth?
Yeah, how long for that?
I'm going to give it. I think that they're going to go pretty long. I actually am going to give it 3 weeks.
Wow, 3 weeks from now,
No, from the start.
and it's been going on for just a couple days this week. So you're thinking 20-something time frame in October.
Yeah, I think it's going to be toward mid-October.
When does the debt ceiling have to be raised? What's that date?
Oh, no, that's going to come quicker.
That's the 15th, isn't it?
The
That's the
15th? That's what I
15th.
thought. Okay. Well, that's the thing. They either have to get this resolved by then or they've got a whole new debate that is going to kind of take precedence over this one.
That debate is going to happen no matter what because,
All right. Well,
that's. I mean, now the longest shutdown was 21 days. That was actually the latest one, too. It was December of 1995 to January of 1996, and it was 21 days. Now, I'm thinking that they could meet that, but you do bring up a good point because the debt ceiling debate is going to have to be had by the 15th because that's going to be the bigger issue. You know, the government shutdown, these things happen all the time, actually. I mean, they made a big deal about it, but the government has shut down 17 times since 1977. So just in my lifetime, the government has shut down 17 times. But the debt ceiling, we've actually never defaulted on the debt. And it would be a default if we don't raise the debt ceiling. So that will be an interesting one to see.
yeah.
I'll tell you what else is interesting to see.
What?
Kate Upton in a Braves jersey.
Nice. Is it painted on or is it a real
No,
jersey?
it's
No,
a real jersey.
But it's
Well.
she's still, I mean, I'm just saying. God bless America. God bless America. All right, what's going on over there?
I have no idea.
Am I being detained? Am I free to leave?
Maybe.
Well, I hope you guys
Do you
like
have a warrant?
Yeah, I hope everybody liked the show. The website, 1787network.com. Please go there.
By
If
the way,
anybody was
hey-
listening, thank you for listening. If you weren't, then you missed out on fun stuff, I guess.
and hey, guys, those who are listening probably have been listening and been hearing us talk about trying to get on YouTube.
Oh,
Live.
yeah.
We've got what we need. We've been approved to stream live and do live events on YouTube. So we're gonna make sure we have all of the things we need set up in our studio to do that. Do some testing on that, and then we'll be able to do live events on YouTube.
So you
that's
won't
gonna
have
be
the
very
10-minute
And we're
commercials
ditching
on
the
Ustream.
Ustream. Ustream, it was nice to know you, but it's time to go. Sorry. Sorry about you, but we're going on the YouTube.
cool. Yeah.
YouTube's a fun time.
Yeah,
God bless
it will be.
America. God
It'll
bless
be
you,
good.
too. Even though CIA probably made it, but that's a different story for a different day.
Come on, Al Gore invented the internet. Remember?
That's true.
How the fuck is the internet still running?
Yeah, I know. If the government had so much to do with the internet, how is that still running? Surprised they haven't shut that shit down. Yeah, go ahead and shut the internet down. You really
want to see
Hey,
zero to revolution?
yeah,
Shut
you-
down the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, you want to see Zero to Revolution? I'm giving to Danielle a star for that.
I get a
Which
star.
one are you? You ready?
You should have heard me yesterday. I was sitting outside on a friend's patio having a cigarette, and there were like sirens in like 3 directions surrounding us. I'm like, listen to all that government shutdown.
Be careful of the government. They're going to get you. They took her job. They took her job. Take her job.
We actually do reference South Park a lot, don't we?
I love that show.
I
I'm not going to
know.
lie to you. I really do, man. South Park is one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I do like it.
You know why? Because there's actually like a story that's being told within there in a way in which that's how you actually have to get to the public.
Yeah.
which does kind of is weird in that aspect that you have to get to the public that way. But whatever we got to do at this point. I do feel bad that we've been dumbed down to that point, but shit happens, I guess.
I love how you're sending us stuff on Facebook as we're right in front of you.
I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I'm trying to get it to the other computer, man. I'm always having problems.
Okay.
So I just use your guys' Liberty Underground stuff to do that crap. So my apologies. I
Like, what
think
is
I'm doing
this
one.
stuff?
I actually think I'm doing this one twice because I forgot if I did it or not. So. And I know I could read it right there again, but I'm just doing it again.
All right. Well, we are up towards the end of the show. Well, what should have been the end of the show a few minutes ago.
We've run for 2 hours. So, I mean, we can technically go 3. We can stop whenever we want.
We can do
Fuck
3.
those guys.
Yeah, no.
I'm a libertarian. Don't tell me what to do. I'll end this show when I want to end this show.
Am I
might be detained.
Am I free to go? Am I free to go? I would like to be free to go for a cigarette, to be honest with you.
All right.
That's just
I'm kind of down with the cigarette idea, too.
All right.
All right, play the music.
I
again.
could use a double cheeseburger also.
Is that where you're going? The song you were going to? Go Rebel Link at the, or no? Go Jordan Page at the end. You got Jordan Page ready to go?
I don't have it. All I have is the bumper stuff.
Go
Yeah.
Rebel Link on the bumper.
Rebel Ink on the bumper.
Rebel Link on the backside, on the
No,
flip side,
well,
on a
hold on,
slam slam
hold on.
figure damn.
I can do some Rebel Ink. That was not what I had queued up to end the show.
No.
Particular song?
Police State.
Police State.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk at the same time though.
You gonna
don't
talk
care.
over it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just talk over their song.
787network.com. We'll just go there. WileyForGovernor.com.
Oh yeah,
Kurt Nimmo wrote an article about Rebel Link on Infowars.com.
he actually might have.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think they interviewed him.
Yeah, I think they have.
I love Rebel Link. I love Jordan Page too. Sorry we didn't have your stuff queued up. He's probably gonna come in the studio and kick our ass tomorrow.
I know,
Friday.
probably.
Probably gonna be like, how come you guys didn't get my stuff ready?
Jerks.
This is a good song, by the
Yeah, I
way.
like it.
And if you listen to the words of what they're doing, like they ain't trying to soft pedal it, like they're
there's-
telling you what's going on.
there's-
They're like, fuck these guys.
Yeah, they really are. Like,
They are building a machine the likes of which you've never seen. A little bit of a warning. Canary in a mine shaft there, guys. So we'll let you guys go on that one, though. Have a good evening, everybody.
good night.
Tear gas